got rid of my frickin' things.
Sag. Oh, it says we're live on YouTube?
Twitch.
Are we?
Yeah, Twitch in a second. There, live on Twitch.
Let me see here.
Want me to hit record? Because I have to hit it on another computer now.
Okay, I see the stream. It's going at perfect rate. I see the stream. I can hear myself.
Beautiful.
It's terrible.
Awesome.
Discord? Yes. Must post on the Discord. Oh no, what have I done? Discord. Colton. Bobby.
Colton.
How's everybody doing today? Oh, my elbow. Excuse me. It's podcast time.
It is podcast time.
Oops.
Oh,
I
Meta
forgot to do
Business
the ad
Suite?
everyone.
Meta Business Suite?
Yeah.
That? Let's switch over to me.
How's Curb feeling today after Friday?
Sweet.
Oh, you know.
Johnny.
Living the dream, I guess.
Living the dream. 6 ways from the other side of tomorrow.
How are you feeling today? I have a dry elbow.
Dry blue?
Yep, dry elbow.
You have dry elbows?
Just the one.
Oh.
The other one is perfectly fine. It's just this one.
I did a lot of sanding.
So
I have very dry hands.
no gloves?
I don't like to wear gloves all the time.
Oh. I see.
Facebook chat. There's a live podcast going on in the Facebook chat.
How does it sound, Bobby? We sound good?
Do we sound okay?
It's a royal we. So by I say we, I mean Mikey T. ISO, he set it all up on the streaming computer again that he had to fix. Sound is good-o. What's the weather like out there, ISO? It's overcast and 12 degrees here. How does it get so hot in Ontario so early?
I don't know.
I like the room lighting. Looks good. Yeah, so we're using the better camera for everything. Before we used to use 2 cameras. They're still up there. But there would be the webcam and then the really good camera. And now we're just using the good camera. So it looks a lot better. Oh, it's the same? Okay.
So we're streaming to 3 different platforms, of course. Because
Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
And once I hit the record button on the actual video, we'll see what happens. We'll see if everything just goes like crap.
All right. Sounds good to me. Well, we should start it sooner than later. Dude, we went from 30°C to wet snow overnight. How is that even possible, dude? Oh, because the air blows down from the Arctic, of course. And there's nothing to stop it through the Great Plains of Ontario.
Yeah, Facebook is very stuttery.
Oh, really? So does that...
Let's see if YouTube is also very stuttery.
Twitch is crisp as fuck.
Yeah, YouTube is very stuttery.
Why would that be?
Facebook is very stuttery.
Why would that be? Twitch was the last one you started, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So...
But Facebook and YouTube are using the GPU.
Okay.
And Twitch is using the CPU.
Okay. Is there a reason why? Is that what you used to do before?
Yeah.
Mm.
And the reason is because that way it doesn't just destroy the CPU. As it's trying to do things.
Why would the program do it that way? Rather than just splitting the stream 3 ways that it's already encoded.
Right? It's because it's different encoding.
No, but I mean, if you set it to do CPU, why wouldn't it just be we've done it once, just shoot it off 3 times, you know?
I mean, that's what Restream is for.
Let's see. And what's the resolution on the stream?
720.
30?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah, because, how much is Restream?
Too much.
I believe you were correct.
Because you were doing it before. So it's like...
Oh, I think we looked at it before. Yeah, it's just...
Probably like $50 a month. Something stupid.
16. $190 a year.
Doesn't look stuttery to me. Hold on.
Oh, maybe it's not. Well, it seems stuttery over here. For whatever reason.
Well, once it loaded it up, it was fine. Let me do some moves here so we can see
moves. Do some moves. I see you doing moves. Facebook
see,
is
here's some
way
moves.
behind. Yeah, maybe it's just my computer being stupid because I got, you know, 4 streams running. It could be what the problem is. Although it should be able to handle that.
Okay, I gotta stop that.
It should be fine.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah, you just need to pop out the chats anyways. You don't need to see it on Facebook.
No, I mean, I do have the chats. I don't think you can pop the chat out on Facebook.
Oh, well, you can pause the video anyways.
Yeah. I've done it.
You're disappointed with RTX Minecraft Bedrock? How come? Is it because it's Bedrock? I'd be disappointed too. I fucking hate Bedrock, dude. Oh my god.
Doesn't everyone hate Bedrock?
No, they don't.
Who likes Bedrock?
Kids and like
dumb though.
People that, it's basically whichever one you played first is the one you like, pretty much. Most of them on the marketplace just don't work, and it's Bedrock. Yeah, exactly.
Bedrock Pro.
It's kind of like Mystery Science Theater 3000. It's like, do you like Joel or Mike? It's whichever one you saw first, generally. Yeah. But I didn't work that way, because the first thing I saw with Mystery Science Theater 3000 was the movie that has Mike in it. But I like Joel more. Big Joel fan. No, Bobby, no Craigasm for Bedrock, dude.
Do not. That's illegal.
People like to play like Pocket Edition too, so
those people are dumb.
No, I mean, I used to think so too, but if that's all you got, that's all you got.
Yeah, but
so if
you got a telephone, you got a console.
No, not necessarily, dude. Not necessarily. Yeah, Bedrock, what face exactly?
Ooh, what?
Colton, are you home yet? He's been kidnapped by his aunt, doing free labor.
Froliber?
Yeah, dude. Well, he gets room and board.
Oh, that's all right.
BORED, board.
Room and board.
Yeah, at like
room and board.
Home shows, I guess. Bedrock is all I got. Curb, leave me alone. Yeah, I know. I know, but even Bedrock with mouse and keyboard still is bad.
Bedrock.
Yeah, dude.
All right, let me just eject this mother. Is this it? This is it. Eject it.
Excuse me. Oh, I apologize, everyone.
To be ejected. So it's not
I'm like
DSP.
Up.
You are like DSP. Except less begging.
I don't do any begging.
Less begging, maybe?
No, I don't. Do I beg? No, never.
No, I beg more than you.
You don't. When did you beg?
I beg all the time on this podcast right here.
Oh, that's not begging. That's appealing.
That's appealing to people's better nature.
No. What does he say? That's not begging. That's advertisement.
Advertisement.
That's not begging. That's business.
That's business, baby.
That's what he says. No, but the difference between him and what we do is like, hey, if you want to do the Patreon, cool. It helps out, whatever.
Helps out a lot.
But he's like, I've got 2 big bills coming up. If you pledge on the Patreon, you won't get anything, but it'll help me with my 2 big bills coming up. Dark Side Mikey T, exactly.
I got 2 big bills coming up.
My son plays on PS, so if I want to play with him, I gotta do Bug Rock. You gotta you know what you gotta do, ISO? Is get him a gaming PC.
Don't you have a gaming PC of your own and just give him a controller? No.
Get him his own PC.
Yes.
Teach him the ways of the Java.
Java.
You have 2 big bills coming up?
Yeah.
What kind of bills?
I already paid one on Friday.
What ones?
I got my Jeep and rent.
Oh, Jeep and rent, the 2 manies.
Yep, Jeep is every month.
I
Every paycheck.
Yeah. Oh, it's every paycheck.
Yeah.
Oh, bi-weekly?
Yeah.
I gave him one and he just won't use it. Sometimes,
just take that console away.
Sometimes
don't go to sleep.
It has a 970 in it. That was weird. When it went to sleep, I think the text on the screen went away. Unless I'm just imagining it. It looked like it popped back up when you unslept your computer. I think you just gotta... He doesn't live with me anymore. He's 19. Oh, right. There's always that, too.
Best performance. I said for best performance.
I was going to say...
Very good.
It's like spanking time. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
That's just weird now.
Yeah, exactly. Very good. Oh, baby. My elbow.
It's
Tommy John surgery or something. Sorry.
Facebook is just frozen on because I paused it.
Yeah.
And it's just you holding up your laptop, just the glow
just
of the
looking
screen
at
on
it.
your face.
Yeah,
You're just like, hey.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a test record. See what happens.
Yeah, we better do that. Wait, who's in a microphone chat on the Purple Room Studios right now? Oh, Matzner is Gamers Gaming.
Yeah, he's playing some Starbound. We started that up last night.
Oh, shit.
Man, the game's got some very satisfying sounds.
I did tell him if he isn't going to use the PC, I'll take it back and then trade this one and it for a better system for me. Yeah. Good idea. You should totally do that.
You should.
I see that the stream is still going well.
Yeah, well, it's going to record off the GPU.
I'm only looking at Twitch. I'm not looking at the other
There
ones.
is somebody watching us on Facebook.
Who's that?
Whoever that is, please
Was it me?
comment.
Was it me?
I don't know. It says we got 2 viewers on here.
Oh my god. Well, you're one.
I'm one. Yes, indeed. It seems to work okay. Oh my god, it's so behind.
Is there a way to see viewers like it is on Twitch? I actually don't know anything about Facebook streaming, really.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh!
Ooh.
Oh, I don't use my phone because my PC's being stupid.
Excuse me.
YouTube.
YouTube?
YouTube.
How's the YouTube going?
Best lawnmower blade? Let's find out.
I swear that, well, I know that. Obviously, they're tracking you through every website that you do.
Yeah.
Because I've been watching Michael. No, wait. Why did I say Michael? Been watching One in the Mosh slap the bass all the time now.
Yeah.
And now Instagram is like, hey, here's a nice bass guitar you should look at. It's like, I don't want to see a fucking bass guitar. Get out of here.
Oh my god.
But TikTok no longer thinks I'm a lesbian or Scottish.
Oh, nice. What about Aboriginal?
They totally do.
Yeah.
I get a lot of clips from this streamer called Ojibwe Man.
Oh, nice.
And he plays Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Pretend he's a native dude in it.
Yeah.
He'll talk about how like, oh, I'm on the reserve today, and I saw Colin, and he's talking to all the aunties out here. So I told him, hey, Colin, get the fuck out of here. And then he'll like go over and punch Colin, or he'll be like, there was a cougar, and the cougar came and attacked me, and blah 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 blah. Instagram becoming Facebook and notifications. Yeah. Well, it's owned by Facebook, so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you seen? I don't go on Facebook. Very rarely. I changed my profile picture the other day, which I enjoyed. But I used Messenger.
Yes.
To talk to my mom and stuff. Yeah. And I went to use it on my phone. It's like, oh, you have to put in a pin now to recover your messages. Like, I don't need to recover my messages.
Yeah. They can be lost to the ether.
But then I went on desktop and they made me do the same thing.
Yeah, weird.
So I was like, okay, fine. Fucking who cares about my stupid fucking goddamn Facebook messages. So, anyways. Classic Zuck.
Yep.
Classic Zuck.
If this is going to work out, if I can record everything on this and broadcast everything on this, that's going to be great. Because eventually, I don't want to have the gaming PC in here. I want to have it over there.
Yeah.
And so we just have 2 laptops here instead of a big screen and a bunch of junk. And then I can get a lot of the stuff out of here, so it makes it more visually appealing, you know?
I see.
It'll just be the podcast studio like it was meant to be.
I see. And then we can have the desks facing this way. I don't know. Every podcast I watch, they're facing the camera like this.
Yeah, I could get a round table.
Oh, no. Sorry. No. That's not what they do. I lied. That's not what they do.
What do they do?
They have multiple cameras. So we're looking at each other, but there's a camera there and there's a camera here. So.
Yeah, I mean, if we had a producer.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, and I was thinking as I walked over here, I was like, you know what would have been really good for this whole thing is if there was a separate exit in the basement. So the studio, right? And then you could like come in the back door, not bothering anyone in the house, you know?
Yeah.
Then you could have it like if someone you knew was like, oh, I want to record something, you know, set it up. And then it's like, you don't got to be here. They can just come in, do it or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
So as I was walking over, I don't know why I think it's just because I've been watching a lot of podcasting on YouTube recently, comedy stuff. And, I was thinking about how they do it and everything like that. Anyways.
Yeah, well, eventually I wanted to get a door on the kitchen and a door on the shop.
So like inside, you mean?
Yeah. So that can be all separated out.
You know what you need upstairs? I got it. A vinyl pull door, like the 70s.
There was one that gap there had one of those.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, classic.
That's why it's such a weird size, because it was just one of those vinyl pull doors. It was like puce yellow. It was disgusting.
Oh, it was yellow. I'm picturing wood grain, obviously.
Oh no, it was like just.
No, I mean the one upstairs is wood grain.
Oh.
That's hilarious. Oh my god. It's like they took it right out of it like a trailer. And put it in here.
Pretty much.
Crazy. That's so cool. Yeah. So anyways, I've been watching I'm sure I said it before. I saw a lot of clips on TikTok of Bobby Lee.
Yep.
And I'd skip by them, and then I watch them and they're funny. So I started watching his podcast. Well, I started watching the one he does with his guy Andrew Santino called Bad Friends, which is funny.
Yeah.
And then he had his other
clips of that one.
You seen it? He has another one. He does another one with his ex-girlfriend now called Tiger Belly. Mm-hmm. And I started listening to that one, and then it was very funny. And then he had a guest on there that was his younger brother, Steve Lee.
Yep.
And just the way, yeah, exactly, the way they interacted and the stories and stuff, it was very funny. And then it's like, oh, he has his own podcast called The Stevie Weeby Show.
Yeah.
So I started to watch some of the clips on that on YouTube, and they're pretty funny. The funniest ones are with him and like Bobby and Steve because they know each other so well.
Yeah.
And just like, you know, with a comedian, for me, the best thing is like if I'm talking to a comedian and I could get them to laugh, it'd be like, wow, you know, like I've done something here.
Yeah, for sure.
And you'll see like on the show, like Bobby Lee will be laughing, but it's kind of like, yeah, like kind of, you know. That's what the comedians do. They laugh at your joke, even if it's not really.
Yeah, so it's not his real laugh. It's just like a...
Yeah. But when he's with his brother, he's like crying. He's laughing so hard. And then I'm crying because it's just so funny. Like, anyways.
That's good.
Yeah. So, that's good. But then there's other ones that I've watched a bit, and I'm like, why would anyone watch this comedy podcast? I don't know. So,
I was watching some... I can't remember now.
Okay.
Oh, Food Theory.
I'm not.
That's like game. That's like the theorist.
Game theorist.
Game theorist thing.
I've heard of that.
Food Theory.
Okay.
And so they did a whole thing on which energy, because they did a thing on Prime, like the Prime
energy drink.
Not the energy drink, but the sports drink.
Oh yeah, like the Logan Paul drink.
Yeah, the Logan Paul drink.
Pizza Cat. Who's Pizza Cat?
Samurai Pizza Cat. Hello.
I'm not allowed to call her Pizza Cat.
No.
I have to call her by her given name.
Oh.
Master.
Oh, I was going to actually use her given name.
Don't do that.
I can't. Yeah, and they were doing a thing on that, and then they were like, oh, we should do one on their actual energy drink. And so they did. And so they did like the 5 most common energy drinks and their energy formula, their flavors, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Red Bull was right at the bottom. It was like the grossest, least good for you.
Yeah. Well, and it's also the worst tasting.
Yeah.
By far.
And Monster and Prime were tied.
Almost exposed. Well, I could start spelling both of them, and the first couple letters are the same. So.
Yeah. Red Bull or Monster and Prime were tied for like taste and composition, but Monster was the top for the composition of how it worked. Like it has the best initial energy and the best
how do you
long
rate that?
energy.
How do you rate that?
They had like a bunch of people like do taste tests and see which ones were the best.
Like they just and someone's on the placebo. Like here, drink this sugar water and
yeah, kinda.
Yeah, it's weird.
So Monster was like the best first half, the best last half, but still a crash.
After. Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
Everyone had a crash.
Indeed.
But Monster had like the best energy formula.
Yeah.
For, like long-term perkiness.
Perkiness. I see.
And I guess if you're drinking the non-sugary ones, you probably don't get the big crash that you would with the big sugar one.
I don't drink any with sugar.
No.
The only time I drink a sugar one is like, oh, there's a new flavor and I'll try it and see. But always I'm like, no, I don't want it. Like the Assault one is okay, but it's like too sweet. I don't know. People always say like, "Oh, I don't like that. It's too like I don't want to drink Diet Coke. It's too sweet. I can taste the
aspartame
or whatever." And it's like too sweet. What are you talking about? Like the one with the high fructose corn syrup is way sweeter tasting than the diet ones. Oh my god. And also it's like, they don't taste the aspartame in Diet Coke. They just taste the Diet Coke tastes different.
Yeah. And it's a different sweetness.
Yeah,
so it's not sugar and it's.
But
not
if it was in your coffee or whatever, you'd. Anyways, it's.
Yeah.
I don't buy it. People always tell that to me, and it's like, no, I don't think so.
I've been drinking Gurus for too long now. Now everything tastes sweet.
Oh yeah.
I have a Pepsi. I'm like, ooh, that's sweet. What the hell?
Diet Coke tastes gross AF. It doesn't taste gross.
Mosh.
Come on. Yuck blah. Mosh, you've poisoned my Instagram recommendations, Mosh. Did you know this? Because I've been watching you slap at the bass, now I go on Instagram and they're like, hey, do you want to look at some pictures of bass guitars? And I'm like, no, I do not. So, thanks for that. That's your fault. Oh, I see the 3D print.
Oh, yeah?
Can I guess what this is for?
You already know.
I don't remember, though.
Oh. Yeah, you can guess.
Okay, this is when you make a sandwich and you cut it into 2 triangle pieces and then it holds them, right?
It's like a wall mount sandwich holder.
Yeah, right?
Guess again.
That's not what it is?
That's not what it is. There's a second piece that goes with it.
Oh, you told me what this was, but I don't remember.
Yeah. This one's got screws in it.
Oh, it's for your kayak or something?
No, guess again.
You're going to hang something on the wall with this, but I don't remember what.
Yes, it's right there.
Oh, your paintball gun. Yeah.
So I want to put it on this wall.
Yeah.
But where that piece goes is where the power wire goes.
Oh.
And I'm like, I don't want to hit it because I know it goes like this. It comes up the wall and then does a little jog right up near the window. And I'm like, oh.
Well, then put it over a bit.
I can't. It has to go there.
Why?
It's just
the
optimal
shui?
spot. Yeah.
Oh.
It balances the picture with the gun.
I see. Well, move the picture then. Anyways,
it feels nice, eh? It's a nice feeling
solid.
print. It feels solid.
I don't like pop or soda really. I do like beer.
But yeah.
I see.
He's got a sophisticated taste.
Oh, really?
Likes that sophisticated.
Sophisticated.
Oh, Black Desert Online. I can get a Fine Steed training box.
That game is something else, dude.
Lost Ark. I can get a Magic Society.
That game's something else,
special die pack.
That's something else.
No, I've already collected everything I wanted to collect.
I collected everything I wanted.
Ooh, new games.
Yeah, Beast Wars or the Beast
Ninja
Inside
Masters?
or something. And Neo Geo.
Metal Slug 4.
Neo Geo.
Beholder 2.
Neo Geo.
Oh, the Beast Inside. That's an older one.
Yeah.
Icewind Dale. Yeah, I got all these ones.
Yeah.
Good. City Legends. Trapped in the Mirror. Collector's Edition. I gave that to my mom.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Does she play that?
Yeah. She likes those like
find an item game. Oh yeah, I didn't realize one of them was like that, and I was like, oh, what's this game about? This is a point-click adventure, and I was like, oh, you're pointing and clicking, all right. But I was like, no, thank you.
What's
Icewind Dale? The books are amazing.
Tier skip
for what?
Oh, that's
Call of Duty
Battle Pass skippage.
Yeah. Icewind Dale. The books are amazing. I read that series 3 times, I think. ISO. Like we're talking like the Crystal Shard, the Silver Mines, I think, and what's the other one? I can't remember. Yeah. You got Caddy Bree. You got
Drizzt.
You got Drizzt. No, that's the like start of him, man. It's the start of him. Who else is in there? I can't remember. Brunor, is that the dwarf's name? Wolfgang, Wolf something for the human. This was D&D, like AD&D days. I have almost every Drow book that Salvatore wrote. He also killed Chewbacca. In one of the Star Wars books, he killed Chewbacca.
Sad day. I've
read the Icewind Dale trilogy. I read the Cleric Quintet. I read the first one when they're in what's it called? Menza Baranzan. I read that one. I can't remember if I've read any other ones. Speaking of Salvatore, I really tried to go through Kingdoms of Amalur twice. I like the game world, but the game is, I don't know, dude. The Dark Elf trilogy. Yeah, that one. The game is kind of like not the best. Menzo Baranzan. Yeah. It's like if you have to use swords, basically, like the magic perks just are not good and stuff like that. I don't know. I bought the remastered one because it was on sale for like dirt fucking cheap. Dirt. So cheap. I have that. I also bought another game the other day called Remothered. It's like a horror game. Quantity over quality. Yeah, the game is effing huge. The world is huge. It was on sale for $4.
Oh wow, that's cheap.
None of the games were real good. Yeah. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning put 38 Studios or whatever it was called out of business. So
that's rough.
It was the game company was like R.I. Salvatore, Kurt Schilling, which is a pitcher for baseball, one of the most dominant pitchers of all time, and Todd McFarlane. And bankrupted Rhode Island. Yeah, that too. They did so many loans to them to get them to move and build their game in Rhode Island. And then when the game came out, I guess the governor or whatever called in the debt because the game didn't sell very well. So it just put them out of business pretty much. And then EA bought them and picked up the pieces. And now they own it all. And they've re-released it. But I mean, the world was very interesting though. So I could enjoy a game in that world, you know? But like, EA also has the, like, what's the world of Dragon Age? Like, they don't need 2 fantasy worlds, really. Terrace?
Everybody needs 2 fantasy worlds.
I can't remember what it's called. Anyways. I
think they keep giving away PlanetSide 2 stuff on Prime.
Yeah.
I think you guys are a little too late. Should have started that way earlier.
Yeah. So sad they put Reckoning as the subtitles if there would be other Well, there were other games supposed to come out. The whole idea was the Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning was the game they were putting out the single player because they wanted to build an MMO. That's what they were building. Like Kurt Schilling was a huge WoW player and he wanted to build his own MMO. So they were working on the Kingdoms of Amalur MMO, but they did this Reckoning game as like the intro and like money builder for the MMO, but then that game tanked, so they fucked off with the MMO. Yeah. That was the play. I bought that game on my birthday when it came out. I think it came out on my birthday. And I remember I posted a picture on Facebook, you know, like, hey, I got this game, and one of my coworkers she just replied, oh, you don't have a girlfriend. It's like, why you got to do that to me right now? That's rude,
Wow.
dude. That's rude.
Wow. That's
that is rude.
Straight to the bone.
That is rude. I mean,
straight to the bone.
Come on now. Why you got to do a thing like Eileen. That? Yeah, exactly.
Why you do that thing?
Exactly.
You are so mean.
Whatever. Whatever.
Whatever, dog.
I'm sure I've said some shit to her anyways, so it's fine. And she was friends with Jesse's sister.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Jesse's sister.
Yep.
You know I want Jesse's sister.
It's the alternate version.
Yep.
Not familiar with that one.
No?
No, not really. Wow, AR Jake is playing Grounded. Crazy.
Yeah.
Has he ever played it before?
Yeah, I believe so.
Let's see what his world looks like here. Take a quick peek here. See what's happening in the world of AR Jake.
Do I need to buy like a gaming laptop though?
He's building a grass wall in the middle of nowhere, so it looks to me like he's never played this before. Also, he has no camera. Oh, he does have a camera. It's just in a different spot.
He's got a better camera. He boosted his camera game and his microphone game.
That's crazy that a dude that cannot become affiliated is doing all this shit. Literally had to give up his affiliate because of his job.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
That's crazy. That's crazy that that's part of the deal of working for that company.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Very weird.
I wonder what brought that upon. You know?
I don't know. Jesse's Girl Part 2?
Really? He did Jesse's Girl Part 2? Oh my god, Rick Springfield. Like, leave the song in the 80s. Come on, dude.
Oh, yeah. Coheed and Cambria, Jesse's Girl 2.
Is that a cover of Jesse's Girl 2?
A director's cut. Jesse's Girl 2 featuring Rick Springfield.
From Coheed and Cambria? That's so
from
weird.
Coheed and Cambria.
That's so weird. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, that's so weird. So, on the top of our stream chat here on Twitch, it says gift a sub to be number 1.
What's that?
On the top of our Twitch chat here,
yeah.
For me, it says gift a sub now to be number 1.
Oh, shit. You said you should. User cannot be subscribed to.
Yeah, but like, why does it show that up there? Is it because we were affiliated at one point?
Maybe.
I lolled hard at the lyrics. He was a boy, she was a girl. Could I make it any more obvious?
Avril Lavigne's been showing up in news lately.
Oh, why?
I don't know. I thought she was just gone.
No. Well, she was getting married to Chad Kroeger for a while there. From Nickelback. Even though he's like
100.
He's like 50 and she's like 26.
All right, Avril, what are you doing?
No, she's like 30 now, I think. But anyways. How to sub? I'm new. You can't sub here. Unfortunately.
Avril Lavigne is 38.
Oh, she's 38?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that. How old is Chad Kroeger? He's got to be like 50 then or something.
Kroeger is currently 48.
Wow. Okay. It's not as crazy as I thought.
She was married to Derek Whibley
from
2006 to 2010.
But from some 41.
Oh, Busy D.
He was the guy who looked like a troll doll.
Yeah, Canadian music singer, songwriter, and record producer.
Yeah.
Best known as the lead vocalist, rhythm guitarist, keyboardist, main songwriter, producer, and founder, and only constant member of the rock band Sum 41.
Yes, exactly. And human troll doll.
Yes. So Avril and Kroeger were divorced in 2015.
Yes. Oh, these are the lyrics? I lost Jesse's girl. So I changed my number to 8675305. Why does it say 5305? It should be 5309. Oh my god. That is something else there. Yeah, the lyrics said change my number to 8675305. So unless they screwed up the transcription on Google, they fucked up the lyrics in the song. Wow, that's crazy.
8675305.
Copyright, maybe?
He changed his number.
I don't think you can copyright a song lyric like that. It's just a bunch of numbers in a row.
Yeah. 8675305.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe they could just say no in German at the end.
9.
Yeah.
Out of here.
Out of here, he says. No meatballs today?
No, I had Tong Dak.
Already?
Yeah, I had some breakfast.
Damn, I'm old. Nah. You'd be surprised in this day and age? Yeah, maybe. 8675309. I wonder if you could get away with that. If it was a problem, be like, no, it's not the number 9. It's no in German. Maybe. Guru.
I was sick of going to stores around me and finding out they didn't have any gurus in stock because I'd bought them all.
I found some at Safeway that last podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I bought a couple flats. Because you got to.
They got delivered?
They got delivered.
Very good.
Took a day.
Love it. Free shipping?
It took a day. Yep, free shipping because I ordered over $75.
Love it. Can't complain.
Sure can't. What do you say? We go ahead and start the show.
Sure.
Hello, everyone.
Oh.
That's my Jack Nicholson. It's very bad.
Wow. I would have not guessed that.
No. I channeled it and it didn't work. But welcome to the Streamvoid Podcast, episode 125.
Thank you.
Oh, you're most welcome. I am Mikey T, and of course, across from me is Kurbstomped.
Hi.
You can find us everywhere under our respected monikers.
Yes, please.
Yes, you can. Kurbstomped.com.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
it's
thing.
there.
It is April the 23rd. April?
Wow. Yeah, it is.
It is. Wow. 2023. And you are listening to the Streamvoid
Wow.
Podcast. This is a show about life and video games and everything in between.
I agree.
And how was your in between?
Oh, yeah.
The last week of in between.
The last week of in between, it was. I didn't really work. Was just nothing.
Oh yeah,
a nothing burger. Nothing really happened. Just the usual malarkey. So it's like, running hot and cold on it. Just like sometimes it's like, yeah, okay, everything's whatever, and then it's just like, oh, again, I have to go do this bullshit again. So it's like, anyways, be nice to switch it up or something like that, but
switch it up.
Yeah, there's not. I don't know.
You're fairly switched up because your office, warehouse.
Yeah, no, I know, but it's just like the same fucking dealing with the same.
Oh,
my good friend and like all that. It's just like
and her friends and
some days it's like, oh yeah, okay, no problem. And then it's just like, oh my god, again. So whatever. It's fine, I guess. I don't know. I mean, what can you say, really?
Yeah.
No one wants to go to work, and if you want to go to work, something's wrong with you.
It depends on your work, I guess.
Yeah, but that's very rare, dude.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like, what job could you be going to where you're like a porno star? But even then, it's like, if you're a dude, it's like you gotta have a hard cock all day long. And then if you're a chick, you're getting railed in the butthole all day. So you probably wake up in the morning and be like, I don't think my butthole can take a beating today, but oh well, gotta go get the money.
Time to get the slog on.
Yeah. It's fucking...
And your cameraman just jizz dodging and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's hump day again.
Hump day is every day.
Yeah, so...
Unless you're filming storyline that day.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we'll talk about storyline in erotic films a little later, probably. So yeah, anyways, it's just kind of like, I wish I could just be independently wealthy.
You got to edit harder.
I know, dude. I don't know.
Hit them shorts.
Hit
the TikTok harder than you've TikToked ever before.
I know, but I'm just so bad at like deciding what is worthwhile.
Yeah, I know. You're like streaming for 4 hours, and then you're like, okay, now I guess I better watch this back.
And it's like, yeah,
you need a producer.
I know. I wish I could have given Feldy full-time dollary dues, man. Because I'd be PewDiePie right now.
You'd be Pewdin.
Man, I'd be Markiplier. Well, you'd be Markiplier, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
And I'd be like, does Markiplier have like an ugly white friend that he hangs out with?
Probably.
Okay. But he's not like Mr. Beast? No, he just is all himself?
He's all himself. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure he's got like a team, but not like a Mr. Beast team.
Okay. He's doing another movie, apparently.
Yeah?
But I think it might be animated. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Because I was like, he's going to come back here to film it?
I really like... Pewdie's got like 2 people.
Yeah, his wife and his Marzia. Dog and him.
No, it's Marzia and then Psy and another editor. But Marzia...
Like Gangnam Style?
Yeah, like Gangnam Style.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but Marzia does the editing for like the regular vlogs.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I love watching those regular vlogs. It's just like, it's not PewDiePie, it's Felix. Felix and Marzia on the town. And they're just bumming around Japan doing whatever.
Oh yeah.
And they're so fun to watch.
Oh, crazy.
Just what's Pewdie's doing.
Dark Side Phil hates PewDiePie, dude.
Yeah?
PewDiePie started doing videos. Like, he legitimately was watching Dark Side Phil videos.
Yeah.
And was like, I could do this too. And he started doing them and he just blew up. So
yeah.
Dark Side Phil hates him because he would comment. Like, you can go back and look at his old YouTube videos and there's comments from PewDiePie.
Yeah?
Yeah. So,
well, that's the thing. I don't like watching PewDiePie. I like watching.
Yeah, watching I don't like to watch. I've seen. That's what I think is my problem. Is whenever I've seen him, it's like PewDiePie.
Yeah,
I fucking hate that shit, dude.
The difference between his PewDiePie character and Felix is it's quite far apart.
Maybe I need a character.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I need to stop being so real. Why are you laughing so hard at that?
Well, because you made a good face.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That's my first
real face.
That's my first step into my character is that face.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's like I'm like an Italian Spider-Man or whatever, Yeah. Oh, good gravy. Anyways, if anyone wants to donate $1 million to me, and then I can do it full time, that'd be appreciated. Patreon.com/Streamvoid Pod. Actually, if you're going to send me $1 million, we'll do it through certified check. We won't let them take a cut.
Yeah, no. Yeah, straight cash.
Yeah, how do you get like a benefactor? Do you know back in the olden days, the king would be like, give him a grant?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
You got to go to the queen.
No, fuck the queen.
You got to go to the
king?
The king to be.
Oh, he hasn't been coronated yet?
It's coming up. It should be this year. We are still a colony, so technically you could.
Yeah, but I don't
we're all British on the inside.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, you'd have to be like, hey, Charles, can I have some money, bud?
Chuck? Can I call him Chuck?
You can call him Chuck.
Yeah, okay.
You're on first name basis with him?
Yeah, hell yeah. Of course.
First name,
of course.
Of course.
Dude, I would never get it because there's no way I would call him His Majesty. Or I would not be like, I would not bow to him. I bow to no fucking man. Okay? The only person I'd bow to is like if I'm in Japan or something like that, where everybody bows to everybody.
Yes.
But I ain't bowing to fucking Chuck. Okay?
What if he gives you $1 million?
I'll be slobbing on his knob.
The old knob slob.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay. I know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, now we're talking about blowing the king.
Yeah, well.
That's crazy.
The sidetracks have been sidetracked.
That's crazy.
I mean, sometimes you got to blow the king to get ahead in life, right?
Yeah, I guess so. That's how Camilla did it.
Yes.
I seen her. She got to be a freak in the sack, dude.
Yep.
No. Why would you go from Princess Di to Camilla? Come on, seriously. Let's be real.
Because you just can't go. You can't go anywhere but down from Di.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you could have like maybe been like one step down,
not
down
at the bottom of the stairs.
50% down, you know. Camilla's like, she's a handsome lady, you know, but she's no Princess Di.
No.
Maybe Princess Di just starfished in bed, just laid there like this, you know. That's why her son sucks so bad.
Maybe.
Yeah, dude.
You never know.
Fucking imagine being a royalty person. They're so out of touch, dude.
Yeah.
All of them are.
Yeah.
All of them are. Anyone that's like rich from a young age, they're just so out of touch. They don't know what the fuck's going on. Anyways.
Yeah, sometimes that's how it works.
No, it always is.
No, not always.
Okay.
I don't have an example.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't know. You look at it long enough, it's just like, oh, this guy's an idiot. Yeah. Why is that? Oh, yeah, he was rich from a young age. He doesn't know anything, and he's just everyone kiss his ass.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Elon.
There's a lot of examples of that. That's for friggin' sure.
Yeah, it'd be tough to find one that's not like that.
If you're not independently rich, like you grow up poor and become rich, so you're usually a pretty well
then the other thing too is that you don't know how to spend your money.
Yeah.
So you'll be like, someone comes up to you like, I got a business idea. It's only 50 grand. Oh yeah, here you go, 50 grand, no problem. Oh, that one didn't work, but I got another business idea. But this time it's 100 grand. Oh yeah, here you go, no problem. And it's like, wow, I can afford to buy 4 Lamborghinis. Cool.
So I will.
Let's do it. And then it's just you end up living in a fucking ditch, scrounging for crack rocks.
Yep. That's you got rich by winning the lottery.
Yeah, but even then, like, okay. We're getting off on a real weird tangent here. But same thing with like an NHL player or like a basketball player. It's like you come out of college, especially for basketball players, because they go from high school to the NBA.
Yeah.
When it's like, I have no money, and now I have $50 million. And then when they retire, they have nothing because it's just like the money keeps coming in.
Yeah.
It's like I take the whole squad to Hawaii. I rent the whole floor in the hotel. I just pop $500 bottles of champagne every night.
Yeah.
I don't drink it. I pour it on a prostitute. You know?
Yeah.
And then they retire and it's like, oh, fuck, I gotta go flip burgers at McDonald's.
No.
I have no money. So, anyways.
Yeah.
That's like winning the lottery, though.
Yeah.
Especially for the parents, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, what did they do? Nothing.
Nothing.
And then your son's
They get
$50
the
million.
Lambos.
So it's just
They just get the Lambos.
the smart NBA players would be like, I'll buy everything, but it's in my mom's name.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Anyways.
Yeah.
Work sucks. That's what we're getting at here.
Yeah.
What about you for work?
It's pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Go out of town for
Helicopter ride?
Not yet.
Oh.
Not yet. The helicopter's coming though.
Are you going to be in it?
No.
Oh, come
I'm
on.
not trained to do that.
No, but just ride in it.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I doubt it.
You're in
though.
charge, right?
No.
No.
I'm in charge up to a point.
Just be like, I need a bird's eye view of the site, and then give them a wink, you know?
Helicopters are expensive.
You got to try to get on the helicopter.
They're like $3,000 an hour.
No, I know. But if it's coming to pick up the rope off the ground or whatever, you'd be like, just get into it.
I'm just getting in.
Yeah, just see if they do anything. I'm on the site.
Yeah.
I'm Michael. And just get in. What's the worst that happens? They say, oh, we can't take you up. You get out.
Yeah.
But if they just let you sit in it, free helicopter ride.
We'll see if I'm even there for that.
Oh, they're going to do you the dirty, eh?
I mean, I don't want to be out of town.
Well, I know, but if you're out of town, I'm not saying go there as a special trip just in case you get on the helicopter. But if you're standing there anyways and the helicopter's all buckled up and everything, it's like, no, there's this empty seat.
No, I'll just hop in. We'll just see where it goes.
Can I come with you?
There's multiple trips.
Exactly, dude.
There's 30, almost 40 trips across the river.
That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I like it. I think you can probably sneak on. Grab onto the rotor on the back.
I'll just grab onto the
yeah.
Cliffhanger it up there.
Yeah, dude. Totally. I love it. Take your drone though. You gotta get footage of that.
I'll just be hanging on, using the drone
myself
from below.
Dude, that's a great idea.
That's an awful idea.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty stressful. Just getting yelled at.
Oh, fun.
Not yelled at personally, but in the room while yelling is happening about things. And so, yeah, that's always fun. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Had to go to Princeton. That was fun.
Oh, Princeton. I've been to Princeton.
Yeah, had to dig a 12-meter long trench.
With a spoon?
No, with a trenching shovel.
Oh, whoa. You didn't even get to use like a real like excavator or anything?
No. There's too much stuff underground.
You did it?
Yeah, me and
Oh, God. Was it gravelly?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst.
Was it gravelly? Yes. Was it rocky? Yes.
Was it frozen a little bit?
Was it roots and stuff? Yes.
Oh. Wow.
So I'll tell a story.
Okay.
We got there. We're digging the trench.
Mm-hmm.
A woman pulls up. She's like, "Did you hear about the thing?" I'm like, "What thing?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, that service box right there, that hole in the ground. They left that open, and somebody drove their car into it."
Okay.
It's like a small box. It's like 3 feet by 2 feet, but still somebody drove their car into it because they didn't have it coned off or whatever. And I was like, "Oh, that's
sweet,
funny,
crazy."
My phone is ringing even though it's on silent. That's kind of strange.
Well, maybe you should look at it then. Maybe it's like an emergency.
No.
Okay, then put it down.
Can you do the thing? There we go. There we go. That was strange. Oh.
It's okay.
You typed in chat and it says moderator Kurbstomped.
It doesn't say that to me anyways.
Interesting. Yeah, I had 10-meter long trench, 12-meter long trench, something like that.
10 meters? I thought you said 10 feet.
No, 12. No, this is 12 meters. I had to measure it to see how much.
That's
stuff
like
we
36 feet.
Yeah.
Oh.
We had to go from the service box and somebody else's
How long did
property.
that take? How deep?
It took 5 hours.
How deep?
10 inches.
Okay.
It wasn't that deep. Yeah, we had to do it. It was 11-hour day.
Oh my god.
2 hours to Princeton, 2 hours and back.
Oh my god.
5 hours.
Were you
of work.
sore afterwards?
Oh yeah, I'm still sore.
Yeah.
But I guess have I done all the work stuff? That leads to the next thing. I've been doing a lot of woodwork outside. I don't know if you noticed.
I saw that. I did.
I got a nice slab out there of Douglas fir that was given to me by Matzner.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna make some shelves out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like extremely rough cut from the mill. It's like not planed. It's actually
splintery.
Yeah, it's splintery. It's actually 2 inches by 12 inches by the length. I think it's 80 inches.
That's a thickie.
Yeah, and it's actually 2 by 12. Like, you know, when you get after it's it's like a 2x4 until it gets planed down, and then it's like
1.5 by 3.5.
Yeah, by 3.5.
Yeah,
this is actually 2 inches by 12 inches.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. So I've been sanding that down with the belt sander. I hit it with the 50 grit.
Oh yes, yeah.
And I started palm sanding it down with 100 grit, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get the belt sander back out with 100 grit paper.
Yeah, that's too much. That's just too much work.
It's just too much.
That's why they make these tools.
Yes, that's why I have these tools. But I didn't have a 100 grit belt.
Oh,
so I went.
They sell them in stores, you know.
Yeah, I know. I went down to Canadian Tire, and they were like, "Oh, the power's out."
Oh yeah.
So we had a big fire.
Was out.
A big fire at across the river.
Yeah,
and it knocked out power to like 7,000 people. Over
it
on
was
this side
weird
of the river.
though because it was like in different areas.
I know,
like Tranquille, which is our main sort of area here in the north shore of our town, Kamloops. Like those businesses were still on. Tranquille through 8th, but like this Canadian Tire, the power was out. It was on at the Dairy Queen because I got a blizzard.
Well, I know. I think it's on from the west side of Tranquille was fine. The east side was out.
Well, I'm not going to name a name, but there's a store on Tranquille that the power did not go out on.
Yeah.
That I'm familiar with.
Yeah, I think from going up this side, everything was out.
Yeah, but that side is where this store I'm talking about is.
I don't know what the hell store that is.
The one I work at.
Oh, no. Oh, this side of Fortune.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
I see what you're saying. Fortune. So it didn't go out. But on the other side of Fortune, it did? That's weird. Yeah, like the power was off at my house.
Whoa, weird. Yeah, because the power was off all the way through here. I looked at the BC Hydro map, and like the power was off all the way up to here.
It was off downtown.
All the way to Canadian Tire.
Certain places downtown, it was off.
Yeah.
And then my other work spot, the power was out there. Because then I had to work there the next day to catch up on the stuff they couldn't do because the power was out.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I went to Canadian Tire.
Yeah.
After the power came back on, and they were just closed. They were like, no sales.
I love it when
it was out for
when
like
I'm
2
working
hours.
and the power goes out. I love it. No, it was off longer than 2 hours at my house.
Oh,
I think. And downtown, one of the girls that used to work with me, she said it didn't come on until 9:30.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was only out for 2 hours here.
So
I
it's
went up
very
to Canadian
weird.
Tire, and they were closed. And
Yeah.
then I went back again, and they didn't have the size of belts I needed in 100 grit.
Rough stuff.
Yeah, so now I got to go up somewhere else to find them. I did also build a rooftop storage shelf.
For the tent?
For the tent, the rooftop tent, and I should be able to put the rack up there too, but I don't know how I'm going to lift the rack up there. That's going to be way too heavy.
So, like, is it too heavy for one person, but not for two people?
The rack?
Yeah.
No, it'll be too heavy for both, because the top of the shelf is 190 centimeters high.
Yeah.
Which is above your head, because I can fit right underneath it just fine, but like, if my hair's sticking up, I can feel it brush the top.
Yeah.
So it's enough that, I can get under there, and because I have a table set up with a pegboard, so I'm gonna put some lawn stuff up there. But that rack is like 120 pounds.
Okay.
Or even more, and it's super heavy. So like lifting it up over your head would be difficult to do.
But with two people,
with two people, you could possibly do it.
Okay. Well, what was the end goal if you can't get it up there?
Well, the rack is fine. The rack doesn't need to go up there.
Oh.
It's getting the tent up there for storage.
Okay.
Because we don't want to have... I would like to not have it on the Jeep at all times like everyone else in town does. Because that's just... There goes your fuel economy, right? That's like over 300 pounds or so.
So it's like hard exterior or something? Like,
yeah.
It's like hard plastic or something?
It's hard on top and hard on bottom, and then there's a zip close.
So there's not like a mouse couldn't like eat into it or something?
No.
Okay.
And it's off the ground anyway, so.
Yeah, I've never seen a mouse climb, so yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And yeah, I got that. That's all together. Bought some pegboard yesterday, put that up.
Yep.
And I just need to, I think the plan is we get casters to put on the front of the top of the shelf and then push it up like that.
Oh, yeah. That'd probably be good.
Probably pull it up from the other side too, because I could probably do that.
Is there a way to put a rope onto it? And
Yeah, there's some things. You
get a pulley going on it or something? Cool.
Yeah, so did that. Lots of construction. My arms are very sore.
I bet.
I've been sanding that piece of wood for like 4 hours already.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be madness.
Nice.
I bought a VR pulley system.
Okay.
So that I can mount the cable to the roof, and it's on pulleys so that it just...
Oh, it retracts on its own?
Ah,
yeah.
I got that set up this morning.
Nice.
Of course, put the new CPU in the streaming PC this morning, and now we're
not new, but...
Yeah, well, the CPU that was supposed to be in there.
Yeah.
And so now we're at full chooch.
Yep.
Recording, streaming on one PC.
Yep.
And
everything's good.
Everything turns out when we stop recording.
I mean, everything seems to be going good, so...
Yes, far.
We'll see.
So far.
Yep.
Cool. I have to go back out of town on Monday.
Oh, yeah.
Not looking forward to it.
No.
I mean, money is good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Rather be at home.
Yeah. Oh, we went hiking on Monday as well.
Oh, yeah.
Up to, like, the Red Rock Lookout in Lillooet.
Oh, yeah.
I went hiking in my work boots and my work clothes, and it was difficult.
Yeah, no
that
kidding.
That is not a flat trail. It's very steep.
No, that would suck.
Steep. Yeah, it was good, though. Good lookout. I guess I'll post some pictures in the Discord.
Do it.
At some point.
Do it.
I'll do it.
I want to see it.
Yes. Gaming.
Oh, yeah.
I played Dredge.
More Dredge,
I should have not bought Dredge yet, so I could continue to play Star Wars game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Star Wars game will be there.
Yeah, that's true. Dredge is it's just so much fun. It's so not relaxing. You think it would be relaxing, but it's not, because there's too many Lovecraftian horrors.
Eldritch horrors coming at you.
Horrors, yeah.
Yeah.
And all the everything fishing, all the dredging, everything's just like a mini game, just timing mini game.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun exploring around, upgrading your ship, finding all the cool stuff
Yeah.
that's out in the world. 'Cause it's just like islands everywhere. There's no like major land masses, just islands, little cities,
Water
little
world.
people, some crazies on like deserted places.
Well, you'd have to be crazy if you're getting attacked by Cthulhu-esque demons in the ocean.
Yeah, there's a lot of big things. You're like, oh god, there's a big thing here. Why? It's daytime.
Love it.
Because your ship starts out at 15 knots. That's it. You can go 15 knots, which is slow as frig.
Yeah.
And you have to like upgrade and build up your ship so that you can catch different fish, go faster, go further. And it's been a real pleasure doing that. I've had a lot of fun.
Looks interesting.
It's super fun.
I should look into it. But
yes.
We shall see anyway. Is that the only one you played besides Yakuza?
Yakuza. Started playing Starbound again.
Oh, Starbound.
With Mamsner.
Yes.
Because I was like, I got like a bunch of achievements. But they're all hidden achievements, so I don't know how to get them.
Oh, that's easy. You just go to...
just go to like an achievement looker.
Yeah, there's like... I go to True Achievements for Xbox, but they have a Steam version of that exact website. And it'll tell you... Well, I mean, it seems honestly like only Xbox... The Xbox one is... It seems like only...
Complete?
Well, it seems like Xbox achievement hunters are way more rabid than any other one. Because you go to the Xbox achievements website, and it's like every achievement has, how to do it, or how to cheat it, or how to do it, or whatever. But you go to like the PlayStation version of the website, and even the same game won't have a guide for getting the trophy.
Weird.
And I'm assuming with the Steam website, there's just a fucking quintillion games that have Steam achievements.
Yeah.
So
I think it's because Xbox was the first.
Maybe, but maybe it's just there's a different website for trophies because I just went to the trophy version of the Xbox site. Yeah. Maybe there's a different one that's like more busy or whatever, but the PlayStation version is not very full up. So, yeah. I don't know. I got like 36 more achievements to get. They're all hidden, so I'll have to try and find and look them up. Well, you could just do the old like, what's it called? Like developer mode or like command prompt and just unlock them like.
That's no fun.
No, I know. I know.
Yeah, I forgot loading back into that game how satisfying all the sounds were and how cool the worlds were with their building, but. There seems to be like a lot of the same creatures on the same kind of looking worlds. Yeah. Like, oh, these should all be different, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And I forgot how slow the mining is, even though you can mine 4 blocks at a time. It's just like, it's so slow.
Yeah. Gotta get that upgraded and whatever.
Yeah.
Miner.
Yeah. I started upgrading it. I can now suck liquids out.
Slurp it up.
They added mechs to the game.
Oh, yeah.
And you get a mech immediately.
That's no good.
Like immediately.
I know. I mean, they did that for existing players.
Could be.
Well, it's just like I guess if you're an existing player, you'd already have a save that could have just unlocked it later in the game. But I don't know. Doesn't you find that take away a bit from the game?
I thought it might.
Yeah.
But the mech is so large, it doesn't fit everywhere. I mean, you can mine with the mech as well, but that's also fairly slow.
Yeah.
And the mech has limited fuel.
Yeah, okay.
So like the more you're jumping around and doing stuff like that, it just runs out of fuel. And as soon as you exit the mech and you leave the screen, it's gone. It goes back up to your ship.
Oh, really? Recall.
Yeah. But there are quests at the start now that involve you going out into deep space and visiting other people's ships, because there's like non-player character ships out there that you can visit.
Yeah.
And so you need to have your mech in order to get from your ship to their ship.
I see.
So I think that's why they added it, because they added that kind of stuff.
Interesting. Is it like Terraria where they're still updating it?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I should look, because I mean it's Chucklefish, and they did, of course.
Well, did they do it or did they publish it?
They published.
Like they didn't make Stardew Valley.
No, they published.
But they published it.
But I'm curious as to if it's because it's very similar. Graphical stylings, I guess not similar.
Yeah,
I don't know. I've never played Stardew Valley, so I haven't a clue.
Wow, you haven't played Stardew?
No.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's by Chucklefish, so it's in my list because they tend to publish fairly decent games.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. I like it a lot.
I from what I've seen on it, I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, it's just like Harvest Moon, but like way better. So. If you played Harvest Moon in the past.
I have played Harvest Moon in the past, and this and that Harvest... No. What's
like, what, Harvest Moon or like the other one?
The other one. What the hell's it called now?
Like, what is it called? Tale of Seasons or something like that?
No.
I don't know what year... I don't know what year...
the game we're talking about.
Harvest Moon?
Yeah, is it Harvest Moon?
Yeah.
No, Stardew.
Oh.
Stardew has like all kinds of combat and stuff in it.
Yeah. You can go
cool.
in the
like
mines.
Dungeons and mine dungeons.
Yeah. And it's got dating.
And it's got dating.
It's got mysteries. Mysteries to solve. You can pet a dog.
The Chucklefish website doesn't actually have Stardew on here.
Well, they might have not published it anymore.
Yeah.
Because now Concerned Ape he's so big. He's got his, he's made so much money with Stardew, he could probably do it himself.
Probably.
And he's got his new one coming out, The Haunted Chocolatier. So.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, that's his new one coming. So.
Oh yeah. It's published by himself now.
Yeah. Yeah, I would think it was just the initial publication.
Yeah, definitely.
So he's made so much fucking money on that. It was all solo, dude. Like,
yeah, that's.
I mean, not anymore. It's not all solo, obviously, but it's still like, holy fuck, he made it. He's killing the game.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like Stardew and Terraria are in the same kind of boat where they're huge. And they're still being worked on. Well,
not really so much Stardew. There is some new stuff coming shortly here, but no, it's not like Terraria where they're adding like 1,000 items and stuff like that. There has been a lot added though.
Yeah, Terraria's getting like a whole host of. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen what is actually coming.
For what, Terraria?
Yeah, the new Terraria.
I know they're liars. They said they were done, but then they're like, actually, no.
I know they said they were done like 2 years ago, and they're like, oh well, we're the #1 most sold game on Steam, so we'll just go ahead. Yeah,
like why would you stop? Like, is Microsoft like, yeah, we're done with Minecraft. We don't need to add it anything more.
I don't think they were expecting it to be.
Dude, it was already huge when they said they were stopping.
We don't know. We can't really say how big it is, and if it was Steam's #1.
Well, you can tell by the review numbers.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
You can tell. It's not. Wow, is it the most #1 sold game? I don't know, but it's fucking huge.
I don't know if it still is.
It's fucking huge. But even when they announced they were stopping, I was like, why would they stop? It's such a huge game, and people are still buying it all the time.
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever.
I wonder what
Terraria. It's the other block game.
The other block game.
Yeah.
44 million copies by 20.
Like, even if you don't want to work on it, like maybe the people that work on it are like, I don't want to work on it anymore. Then hire 50 fucking other people to work on it.
There
like,
are a lot of people.
No, I know, but it's like the main guys were like, I'm tired of Terraria. It's like, okay, then hand the reins to somebody else. Like, you're making so much money here, and people love it, and they love to see the new shit, dude. Come on.
Yeah.
Get with the program. Fuck, Jesus Christ. Anyways. That's okay.
Yes. Where are my notes?
And that was it? No other games?
That was it. No other games. Starbound, Dredge. Mostly Dredge.
Okay.
That game's stressful, though.
Yeah.
It's very stressful.
I played a game.
Yes.
Called 5 Dates.
Yes, I know. I watched a little bit. I was like, what?
Oh, did you? Yeah. This was gifted to me by a guy in the stream, Epic. He gave it to me on Steam, but it wouldn't launch. So I bought it on Xbox to play it. Because it was like $12 or something, so nothing major. It's basically a guy. It takes place during COVID lockdown.
Oh yeah.
And the idea is that you're a dude and you're wanting to go on some video dates. So you sign up for this video dating app and you match with girls and then you go on virtual dates, talk to them or whatever.
Yeah.
There's 5 girls, obviously 5 dates.
5 dates. Yep.
We're only like we're not a premium member of this dating app, so you can only choose 3 matches, right?
Uh-huh.
So, of course, the 3 you choose match with you, because otherwise the game would be stupid. But you get to set up your profile a little bit, where it's like you get to choose your job, your star sign.
Is it a drop-down?
It's not a drop-down, no.
Oh, so you get to type in...
No, it's a list. But, okay, it is a drop-down, more or less, but... So you can choose your different likes, like travel and music and whatever, and then what your job is, and it kind of changes the videos where like they'll be like, "Oh, what's your job?" and he'll be like, "Oh, I'm a creative, and it's really hard during COVID times trying to like get the inspiration, and blah blah blah." Same thing with your. It'll say you like music, and then the girl will be like, "Oh, I've been listening to this song. Let me send it to you through the app, and you can tell me what you like." And then you have a little dance party with her. So I played this, and man, I enjoyed it, but it was also just like, it was kind of like, first of all, it was kind of like Phoenix Wright, where it's like I know what I want to say based on the answer and the way I interpret it, and then when I choose it, he'll say something else and be like, "That's not what I meant, you idiots." But then it was also I was playing it like me.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, none of the girls like me. I was like, this is too real. This is too real. It was very sad. I had to cheat to win. That's not entirely true. I got through more or less the matches with a couple girls where I would answer like I would answer.
Yeah.
But then there's some of the questions where it's like, so there's one, obviously a dating game. So it's like, the one question was we were playing Would You Rather?
Yeah.
And the question starts off like, would you rather? It was like, I asked her like innocuous question. Like, would you rather have feet for hands or hands for feet or something like that?
Yeah.
And her question to me was, would you rather have during sex terrible dirty talk or complete silence? So I'm read this, right? And I'm like, complete silence would be weird. Like, no, nothing, just complete silence. So I was like, I'll choose the other one. Awkward, like bad dirty talk or whatever. And then she's answering like, no, I could never do that. That's too weird. Like, all you need is like the moans and groans and everything. I was like, bitch, you said complete silence. So we didn't match. But it was also like, the 5 girls, they're interesting, whatever, they're different. But like the guy you play in the game is also an idiot. So like there's the one girl I match with named Saffron.
Yep.
I don't want to say, but we were FaceTiming at the end. No big deal. But she asked like, oh, like, are you, she's like on her thing, she says she's a vegan, right? So we start talking about food and she's like, are you a vegan or whatever? And I answered truthfully and I say, no, I eat meat. And she's like, you're a monster. And Vinny, the guy, is like, oh, really? Oh God, I'm so sorry. She's like, no, I'm joking. It's okay. I don't care that you eat meat, but like, if we were on a date, would you not eat meat in front of me? And I was like, well, okay, sure. That's no big deal. Like, I can have a salad, and when we're done the date, I'll go have a Big Mac. No big deal. So I say, like, no, I wouldn't eat meat in front of you. That's no problem. We could go to a vegan restaurant or whatever. She, oh, thank you. So we have a second date, and the second date is like it's a game date or whatever. But then you get to the third date, and that's like the dinner date where you each make a dinner and eat it together, right? So in between this game, you have calls with your hype man. I need a hype man. This Callum guy is the star of the game.
Yeah.
Because he's your hype man. And he's like, you're the best. I'm like, where's my Callum? Anyway, so we're talking and he's like, yeah, it's the dinner date with Saffron tonight. He's like, yeah. All right. Okay. What are you doing? And you can pause the game at any time, right?
Yeah.
Because you can look at how much they like you.
Yeah.
So I'd look and be like, oh, she likes me, whatever. So Vinny's like, I'm cooking up a steak for tonight. And I instantly pause. I'm like, Vinny, you fucking idiots. She's a vegan. We already went over this. And I'm like, oh, this guy's an idiot. I would never do that.
No.
He's such a dope, right?
Yes.
So then he unpauses it. I unpause it. And Callum's like, hey, bruv, isn't she a vegan? Like, what are you doing? He's, oh, I forgot. Oh, my God. I'm like, Vinny, you dipshit. Like, think about what you're doing. Anyways, then we get to the meal and we're eating it. And she's like, oh, I made this lentil ragu or whatever. Mm-hmm. Looks nice. And then she's like, what did you make? He's like, oh, I made this Cobb salad with the lettuce. And there's tomato. You can see there's a little cheese on top and the egg and everything like that. And he's like, yeah, it's pretty delicious. She's like, oh, yeah, that's not really vegan, though. Or vegetarian. And he's like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, there's cheese on it. He's like, oh, I'm so stupid. I'm like, yeah, you are. She was fine. So she was okay with it. She's a pretty chill chick. But anyways, it was enjoyable, but also very disheartening.
The part that I was watching, we were having a conversation with Callum.
Okay.
And something about you taking something before the date, and then you said no.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I fucked up. So I went on a date with Maya, very spicy Spanish chick.
Yeah.
And she was drinking red wine the whole time.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, am I the only one drinking on the first date? She's like, am I the only one drinking? And I'm like, oh, sorry. And like in the game, Vinny just is like, oh, sorry, I didn't get a drink or whatever. But he could have just went to the fridge and got a beer, right?
Yeah.
Which he didn't do.
No. You can't stand up and go to the fridge in the middle of the date.
You just run over there quick and you grab it, right? Like, it's no big deal. I would say on my first day with Maya, her roommate was banging on the door because he scored some weed, so she had to leave early.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I can go get a beer.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're on to the dinner date one. And again, I instantly just said no immediately. And then I was like, no, fuck, she's going to be drinking again. I fucked up. And also, like, I had it on streamer mode where you could pause. It would pause when it was like the time to choose.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think it would default to a choice.
Yeah.
So you can tell that you have to make a split decision.
Yeah, it was definitely split because I didn't even see it.
In non-streamer mode. So I started my last date with Maya, and I'm like, is she crying? Like, her eyes were all red, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's so weird. And then we do a little banter, and she's kind of like, looks like she's crying, and the option's like, to ask her, like, is there anything wrong, or to ignore it, right?
Yeah.
So I say, is there anything wrong? She's like, no, it's fine, no problem. And then she's still talking, and the next selections pop up, and it's like, are you sure you're okay, or ignore it, right?
Yeah.
And I just click, are you sure you're okay? And she keeps going on about how, like, no, it's fine, don't worry about it, don't ask me about it or whatever. And then because I chose that before I heard what she said, I'm like, I chose the wrong one. So then we get to the next. She's like, I told you, I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone. Like, get off my back. And I'm like, I fucked up again. But I mean, I don't want to brag, but we were FaceTiming afterwards.
Well.
Yeah, it was interesting, but also, yeah, very disheartening.
Yeah.
So, I liked it, but yeah. Anyways, there's another one called 10 Dates.
Oh.
But there's two protagonists. There's a guy and a girl.
Okay.
So you can date some dudes or date some chicks.
Ah.
So, and one of the chicks is a girl that was in the Until Dawn game I played.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, I was like looking it on stream, and our mutual friend from stream, Bobby, was like, oh yeah, you should get 10 dates. You should get 10 dates. And I click on it to look at the people that are in it. And I'm like, oh, it says this chick is in Until Dawn. And he's like, well, you have to get it.
You got to get it now.
So I was like, okay. I'll
Nice.
do it. But that was basically what I played pretty much.
Nice.
Besides Yakuza, which we'll talk about later.
Yes.
But can I talk about some movies?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Last night I did movie stream. And we watched...
Alone?
I was solo. Riding solo. So I did these movies called Pieces and Rabid.
Yep.
They're from the 70s or 80s, whatever.
Uh-huh.
I'd never seen either of them. Pieces was ridiculous. Like, it was obviously like a spaghetti horror movie, i.e.
Ooh.
it was like Italian.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
You've never heard that before?
No.
Well, that's what they call... That's why you know why they call them spaghetti westerns?
Because they're Italian?
Yeah. They're filmed in Italy.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So this was like a spaghetti horror movie, but it was obvious they were just like
1982.
They were like, right? It doesn't matter. Like, there's the main character says like, oh, I have a kung fu class. It takes place at a college, whatever, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And there's like undercover cops, but they can't afford to pay the undercover cops, so it's like volunteer, and then they have to get the student to look after the girl because there's no other cops and blah 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 blah. It's just like so. Just. The scenes and everything are so stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, why did they show this scene? It's probably because it was a cool special effect. Like, the movie opens up with a guy kills his mom. He's doing a puzzle pieces.
Yeah.
And it's a naked chick. The mom comes in and is like, oh, what is this, you sick fucking kid? Smacks it away and like ransacking the room. The kid comes in with an axe, kills the mom. Then hides in the closet and is like, a mean man came in and hurt my mom. And he gets away with it. And then it's like, who does the kid grow up to be? Is it the weird professor? Is it the weird janitor? Is it this student? Is it this student? But then it shows like a couple scenes at the start of just a girl who gets murdered. She is laying on the grounds of the college. And the guy's with a chainsaw in the bush starts it up, and the girl's like, hey, are you going to be doing that all day? Like, I'll move if you are. And he's like, no, just a few minutes. And then he comes over and cuts her head off. But the way they showed the dead body was hilarious, because it was obviously they literally buried the woman's head in the ground and showed the dead body. Like, it was crazy the way they did it. But then they show a girl skateboarding. And there's like, it's like a slapstick from a cartoon where the mirror movers are pulling a big mirror out of the truck, and she's like out of control, like, ah! she crashes through the mirror and she dies. And it's like, what was the point in that? That wasn't even a murder. That was just an accident. It was so weird. But anyway, there's like a whole scene where he says, I have a kung fu teacher, and the female cop's like searching around the campus. What's going on? And the kung fu teacher comes around the corner, kicks him in the head. He looks like, it's like they saw Enter the Dragon and were like, we need a Chinese dude to kick this woman around a bit. And he's like doing hi-yas and kicks and all this shit. She pulls out a gun. He kicks her the gun out of her hand. She kicks him in the balls. He falls to the ground. And then the hero kid rides up on his motorbike and is like, oh, this is my kung fu teacher. And he's like, yes, I don't want to do the voice, but like very stereotypical. Like, I'm sorry. Let's not worry about it. And that was it. That was the end of the scene. And it was like, what was the point of that? So someone in the chat said, like, maybe that was to show that she'll fight back. Because all the other girls are just, no. And they just sort of like the chainsaw's coming at them from across the room and they don't move, you know? I liked it, but it was so fucking stupid. And then the other one is called Rabid, which is a Canadian movie directed by David Cronenberg. Ooh. Body horror master.
Yep.
This is another body horror movie.
Did you watch the 1990?
No, we watched the original. One? I didn't watch the remake.
1977?
The remake is by the Soska sisters, who are actually Canadian as well. Oh. But no, I watched the original David Cronenberg one. And stars Marilyn Chambers, porn star. And very controversial at the time, obviously, to have a porn star in a film.
In a non-porn
and also a Canadian movie. But it's basically, this movie is crazy. Like, it predicted the future, dude. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. So she crashes her bike. She's all like road rashed and burnt and shit. She's crashes conveniently outside of this plastic surgery clinic. And they're like, well, what we're going to do, it's too far away to get to the hospital. This is the 70s. So it's too far to get her to the hospital. We're going to work on her in the clinic. So what they're going to do is they're going to remove skin from her thigh, and they're basically going to take it and like reset the skin so it's like neutral, and it'll grow into any type of cell that you want, basically. And I'm like, this is like stem cells.
Yeah.
So they graft her, but it doesn't work right, and she gets like a weird vampire penis sort of thing out of her armpit. She's a vampire basically, and she squirts out a poker that slurps blood out. But when she does that, it turns the people rabid and they attack other people and bite them and stuff. So it's very weird, right?
Yeah.
But then when that's going on, it takes place in Canada. This happens in Ontario, but they go to Montreal. So they go to Montreal, and one of the guys she bit starts spreading the rabies around, right?
Yeah.
And they put the city on lockdown. World Health Organization is there. They get a new vaccine. You have to have a vaccine pass. And I'm like, this fucking movie predicted COVID. It was crazy. But then it's martial law, so they're shooting guys because they're like rabid on the street and then throwing them in the back of a dump truck or whatever. So I liked it a lot. It wasn't as crazy as Pieces, but I liked it a lot. But the one thing was like, they show this guy. She goes into a barn. She's already killed a guy, but goes into a barn. There's a cow, so she starts slurping the blood out of the cow, right? But then a farmer comes in and he's like drinking this. He's like, "Hey, pretty girl, I'll show you. I'll let you get something to drink right straight from the tap," you know. And they show the guy, and he looks like he's like your grandpa, right?
Yeah.
So he gets bit, whatever. She leaves. So he comes into anyways, he gets rabid. They're driving. They hear a radio story about it. And like, oh, so-and-so Chuck, whatever, assaulted these guys in a chicken restaurant yesterday. And they say his name is Chuck, whatever, and he's 43 years old. And I'm like, he was supposed to be 43 years old? He looked like he was 60. I was like, what the fuck? So then I was like, well, what's going on here? I know that it was a different time in the 70s.
Yep.
So everyone's smoking all the time, He was that age in this movie.
Oh my God.
But he looked like he was 60. And then there's another guy. He looked like another grandpa. And they show him, he called him at his house. He's got a baby on his lap. And I'm like, is that his baby? Like, this guy's like, looks like he's 60. So then I was like, okay, well, maybe it's his granddaughter. He's like, no, I'm here with the wife and the baby and whatever. So then I was like, I got to look up this guy's age. He's 45. He was like a melted candle. He was so droopy and old. And I was like, wow, the 70s were crazy. Like, I know we get new technology and we learn and, you know, whatever. But wow, it was really shocking to see, you know?
That's crazy.
But you see nowadays, you'll look at like, I mean, actors and stuff are generally a bad one to look at because it'll be like, well, I see like Brad Pitt, but I can tell he's had like some little work done.
A little tweak here.
But even if he didn't have work done and you looked at him, you would probably not be like, oh, that guy's like 55.
Yeah.
You'd probably be like, oh, he's in his 40s or whatever.
Yeah.
But like these guys in the 70s, it was like, wow, they're 1 foot in the grave here. It was crazy, dude. I couldn't believe it because I was like, there's no fucking way this guy is 43 or whatever. And then I look, it's like he was born whatever. And in 1977, when this came out, he was 43. It's like, holy fuck.
Man, we're doing good.
That's crazy. But it's just the way they look. Like the guy lived to be like 90.
Yeah.
But he looked like he was smoking 10 packs a day. You know? He was crazy.
That is crazy, man.
But I watched another Canadian movie called Skinamarink.
Yeah, it's like, what is this word right here? Does that say Skinamarink? Like,
It says Skinamarink. I cannot recommend this movie to anyone.
No?
No. I'll tell you why I can't recommend it. First of all, I don't think anyone would give it the opportunity to go. They would watch it for 15 or 20 minutes and be like, what the fuck is this? I'm not watching this anymore. There's nothing happening, which is true. Yeah. Virtually nothing is happening. This movie is a horror movie. It's like uber lo-fi. Like you will be looking at the screen and be like, what am I looking at? And then I'll be like, oh, it's like the roof in the corner of a door. Like you never see anything except like the floor or the roof, more or less.
Yeah.
And it's basically like if they filmed it in blackness and then pumped up the gain so you could see it. It's kind of like that. Or it'll be just like, it's what it made me think of is like the footage was irradiated. So it's all like got like where the little radiation hit the film, you know, and sort of ruined it. It's like that. And basically the movie is they're in a house, the parents disappear and the kids are downstairs, 2 kids. And the movie's like literally 2 hours long of just them in the house going, Mom, where are you, Mom? And then watching a cartoon, playing with Lego, but it's all like very poorly lit.
Yeah.
It's not poorly lit, but it's just the film grain and everything on it. You cannot, it's very disturbing that way. But it has a sense of foreboding because you'll hear stuff where it'll be like the mom hasn't been there or the dad hasn't been there. And all of a sudden the kids will hear like the dad will be like, come upstairs. And the kids will be like, they'll go upstairs and the dad will be sitting on the bed and the dad will be like, you have to look under the bed. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, don't look under the bed. And then the kid looks under the bed and there's nothing there. And the kid looks under the bed and there's nothing there. And then the dad's gone. But now the mom's sitting on the bed and the mom's like, I love you. And it's just her back.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my fucking God, what is going on here? And it's even thinking about it now, I'm just like, the foreboding was like crazy.
I think that sounds like that's what they were going for.
It worked well. There's one. That's crazy that your phone keeps doing that. What's going on with the phone today?
I don't know.
There's one scare in it that got me really good, but other than the sense of foreboding, there's like nothing else going on. There's no resolution at the end.
It just goes.
It's like something bad happened in this house.
Yeah.
You don't know what. Like the kids call 911 eventually when the phone works. Mm-hmm. And the kid's like 5. So he's like, my mom's not here. And the doors disappeared. And the 911 operator's like, what do you mean the doors disappeared? They removed the door? And he's like, the hole is gone. Because there's a scene where they show the corner of the room and you can see the door and it just goes, pop, it's gone. And it's like, well, that's disturbing. But like, what the fuck is happening here? So the movie is very much love it or hate it.
Yeah.
And when I was watching it, I started watching it for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But I was watching it on my free website. Uh-huh. And I was like, wow, the the quality's really bad, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, let me sign up for Shudder
Yeah.
and pay for it. And then I was like, oh, that was intentional.
That was intentional.
So then I was like, well, I paid for Shudder. I've heard a lot about this movie, like, you know, that it's polarizing. So I was like, I'm going to watch it all the way through. Yeah. And I did. Was I happy with my decision? It was something to see.
Yeah.
I wasn't disappointed, but I know if I like, I was happy I watched it, but I know if I told someone like you should watch it, they'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Because I've told other people to watch movies like The Innkeepers, very slow burn movie. The Innkeepers, this movie very slow burn, and they're like, "That's the most boring horror movie I've ever seen." And I was like, "Well, did you get to this part?" And it's like, "No, I didn't even make it that far." It's like you sat through all the lead up to that, and then you didn't get to the payoff. Like, I know the Marvel movies have changed. You can't have 1 second of nothing happening. Mm-hmm. But like these movies, they just build it up so nicely.
It sounds pretty interesting. I mean, the budget.
Oh, $1,000?
$1,500.
Yeah, I was gonna say they couldn't have spent.
No, $15,000.
Okay, even
$15,000.
I can believe it.
Yeah, and it grossed 2.1 mil at the box office, and it's like the first thing in Google is like people also ask, "What's the point of Skinamarink?"
That's exactly the point. Is to be like disturb you a little bit, but not even that much. It's not like afterwards I was like, oh, that was scary. It's just the sense of foreboding. The one scene, I wish I could spoil it, but I don't want to because, I mean, I don't know if you're going to watch it, but it was just so good where I was just like, oh my fucking God. Oh my, what the fuck am I seeing?
Yeah.
Anyways.
That was produced in 2022.
Oh yeah, it's like brand new, dude.
Oh, there you go.
It was like filmed in like Calgary or something, I think. Huh. Yeah. It's like this guy's first movie.
Yeah.
Very high concept and...
Oh, yeah. This it looks like a movie that I know someone will love it.
Oh, yeah?
I got a friend who's going to love this movie, for sure.
Do you want to share the name of this friend?
High concept. He's very, very much about that.
And that is?
Oh, you don't know him.
Oh.
Nobody here would know him. So
really? Your imaginary friend.
Secret.
Okay,
he's a high school friend.
Are you going to watch this movie?
Actually, he's an elementary school friend.
Wow.
No.
Okay, then I'm going to spoil it. Everyone spoiler talk. So... they're kids, right?
Yeah.
And so there's a part where the power's like the toilet disappears, the power's going out, there's no lights, they have a flashlight, right?
Yeah.
And the kids are like looking around the house because they're kids, they don't know what the fuck going on.
Yeah.
But they're also not scared really because they're kids, right?
Yeah.
So they'll be just like, let's watch a cartoon. And then they'll be like, where did mom go? Billy, where did mom go? Oh, I don't know. But let's eat a cracker. So they're like going through the house and they're shining the flashlight in the low def sort of way.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, okay, I can tell it's a bed. Oh, okay, I can tell this is the corner of the bathroom where the bucket is. And then they do a thing where it looks like two fucking eyes. Pitch black, but two like low def eyes, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my fucking God, what is this? And they flip on the flashlight, and it's just like the old phone that you would use as a kid that has the eyes, and you could dial it. And it's just sitting there in the dark, right? I was like, okay, that's not too bad. But then it plays like a jump scare sound, and the eyes move and look at you. And I was like, oh my fucking God, right?
Yeah.
It got me so fucking good. But then at the end of the movie, the ending basically is like you were in the house.
Yeah.
Because the kids have sort of like disappeared and it's very weird. And it's like a 4-dimensional space where it's like, well, this obviously doesn't connect and the hallway's too long and blah, blah, blah. And it's like super black and you can just see, it looks like flies just flying, but they sort of coalesce into a vague face. And then the face goes like, what's your name? Who are you? And it's like talking to you as the viewer, and I just was like, oh my God. So
sounds like an experience.
I wish I would have saw it on the big screen.
Yeah.
Like seeing it in my bedroom on my shitty TV that's got a green line going up the middle of it was not the optimum
really takes you out,
It was not the optimum viewing situation. So
yeah.
It was good. I liked it a lot. So
yeah, it sounds crazy.
Pretty long though. It's like 2 hours long.
No.
With a lot of like looking at the corner for 15 seconds of nothing happening, and then you'll hear like a footstep, and then they'll show the roof corner for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You'll hear a door close. So, anyways.
Yeah, Film Theory did a video on it.
You should watch it.
It's called The Scariest Movie You've Never Seen.
You should watch it then. You like those guys, right?
Yeah. I don't usually watch the Film Theory because it's not what's his face that does them. It's somebody else. It's not Matt Pat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I liked it.
Matt Pat, I think he only does Food Theory now, which is why it's the only one I watch now. But yeah, maybe I'll watch this video and have a see what it's about. See what they theorize about it.
I mean, there's got to be a lot of weird theories, but I mean, anyways.
Yeah.
Speaking of also, well, I guess I can't really say. I was going to say polarizing, but is it polarizing?
What?
Mandalorian.
It's polarizing for you.
No, it's not polarizing for me. I know I don't like it.
I know.
But am I the minority? I think I am.
You are. I think you are.
So it's not polarizing. I'm just wrong.
You're just wrong.
This episode, dude. Oh my god.
Dude, that's the beginning of this segment for every episode.
But this one was like the worst of them all. Almost. So Mandalorian episode 8, season 3, I guess. What was it called? I don't even remember.
I can't remember either.
It was not a very long episode either. It was only like 40 minutes or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh.
This is them finishing off. I guess they're finishing off the retaking Mandalore.
Yeah,
I guess
it's called The Return.
The Return to Mandalore. It's
kind of just more the same from last episode. Essentially,
yeah, again, but it's
just carrying on.
Just again the same bullshit. It's like Mando's captured, right?
Yep.
Bo-Katan is free about.
Yep.
And they gotta defeat Moff Gideon.
Yes.
That's the story for this episode, basically.
They don't have to defeat Moff Gideon, but
well, they want to retake Mandalore, so they kind of have to. So, anyways, so again, all of a sudden now the jetpacks can just fly to outer space.
Yeah, I found that very strange.
Like before, they couldn't even chase this guy on the planet, the monster. Oh, I ran out of gas. This guy can reach like exit velocity.
Yeah,
exit velocity
into space,
and also fully hermetically sealed.
Yes.
Like they can just pull the helmet off. Like, oh yeah, let me take the helmet off, no problem. But now he can fly into outer fucking space.
Straight up.
Anyways, he flies up to the ships, and they're like, "Oh, they're gonna come and bomb you. Get out of here. Go help Bo-Katan. I'll stay here in the ship.
I'll sacrifice myself."
Yeah. And they pass each other. This is like slapstick. They pass each other through the clouds.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of cloud cover. Could be possible.
Anyway, but they're like they would have collided. They were literally like 5 feet apart. I know it looks cool. I know that's everything in this show is because it looks cool and it sounds cool. Yeah. But if you just think about it for a minute, which unfortunately I always have to do, I can't shut it off. I don't have the ability.
Yeah.
Where it's like, what the fuck? Anyways, they bomb the ship and it's going to crash. Whatever, you take over.
I mean, there's not really much to say about this episode. It's like Mando escapes, he gets Grogu, they go through the thing, they're fighting a bunch of stuff. Yes. R5 comes and helps him out. He beats the hero
Where did R5 come from?
He came down from the ship.
When?
I don't know.
He wasn't on the fucking boat. The boat got destroyed. Did he fly away when the boat got destroyed? They brought down his shitty R5 droid to do this mission.
R5
he just comes out from behind a rock.
He comes up from behind a rock. He's like, "Yep, I'm here. R5, I'm here." And he goes down and he finds out where all the stuff is. And they destroy Moff Gideon's clones because he's working on clones to become a Jedi, but also
there's
not.
There's also the red troopers that Mando has to fight, where he upgrades his weapons.
Yeah.
So these were real people.
Yeah.
Standing in this hallway.
Yeah.
Behind 5 shields.
Oh yeah, that's not the Red Guard. That's just regular troopers.
But, anyways.
Yeah, it's the 5 shield.
Drop one shield. Okay, I'll go and fight these 2 guys. And then I haven't beat these 2, but okay, drop the next shield. And I'll slide down and I'll throw away the sword, but now I've got a gun.
Yeah, you have to.
Why don't they use railings on these fucking ships, man?
Never have. Never will.
They would have redeemed it if there was a Wilhelm scream.
Oh yeah,
there was no Wilhelm.
I don't think there's been a Wilhelm.
Star Wars has used Wilhelm.
Well, yeah, Star Wars has, but like Why hasn't Mando?
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
Boba Fett did,
Probably.
but I don't know if Mando has. Because I always point it out whenever there's a Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, you have to.
I always point it out.
Bo-Katan fights Moff Gideon.
Well,
Or tries
Mando
to.
fights Moff Gideon first, and then
It's
Bo-Katan
crazy
comes down.
how this Darksaber can, like, she can hit, she can cut open a wall with it, she can slice open, destroy anything.
Yeah.
But he can use his robo hand to just break it.
I mean, it's just a piece of something.
But, like, wouldn't the force of her cutting through the door just snap the blade off then? If he can just crush it with his
It's made
hand?
of light.
Yeah, but there
a
has to be...
lightsaber.
No, she's exerting for... Come on. She's not, like, going, like, zap.
She doesn't have
Zap,
robo
zap,
hands
zap.
to crush it.
Yeah, but I've broken a knife cutting an ice cream cake.
Haven't we all?
Anyways.
A knife's not handcrafted by yourself.
Why didn't they just break the Darksaber 5 episodes ago? And then they didn't have to do that fucking butt-awful scene where technically she took the Darksaber from me because she defeated the guy who took it from me. Well, then I guess the guy that she had that he was defeated by was the real King of Mandalore.
I don't know.
Anyways, then they crash the ship right in the fucking crack where they're fighting.
Yeah.
And it's like an atom bomb going off. But Grogu uses the Force and protects him. Okay, he's a strong Force user.
Very strong.
But, like, even when the fire goes out, isn't there radiation or something?
No, it's just a big fireball. I don't think it's a
Like,
nuclear explosion.
The spaceship is run off of just
It's gas.
liquid
It's gas
petroleum.
powered. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either, actually. I have no idea what Star
I just
Ships run
assume
off of.
since they never ever refuel them.
It's nuclear. It's 100%.
Or something.
It would have to be nuclear. Oh, it's kyber crystals. It's run off kyber crystals.
But that's got to give off something, right?
I mean, you just handle it. It's in your lightsaber.
Anyways, and then
Just
it's
kyber.
it's fucking
Kyber.
Mando sitting on his porch drinking a lemonade, feet up. Mando, then Grogu's torturing a frog, and it's like over.
Yeah. They had a big jetpack fight.
Yeah, with infinite fuel again.
Yeah, infinite fuel again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a lot of flaws for sure. It looked nice. It looked
Everything
nice,
in the
and
show is
things
like,
were-
what's cool? What looks cool?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense, but does it look cool?
It definitely looked cool.
Oh
That
my
whole
God.
the whole fight with the dropping the force fields, that was definitely, channeling episode 1 where they do the Darth Maul fight.
When they're like cut off by the
with
I
the force
guess
field.
so.
They were definitely like thinking about that and be like, oh man, that was so cool. We should do that too, but like this way, the Mandalorian way.
Yeah.
It was still cool. It wasn't as cool as the Darth Maul fight because didn't have Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. So
Yeah. I did enjoy the armor fighting. She's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like the armor. Like, armor is probably the best part of the show.
yeah.
Well, besides Grogu. I mean, Grogu hitting yes or no is pretty funny.
Yeah.
But,
And he has his Super Jedi fight with his Super Jedi dodging techniques with the Red Troopers.
I do like that they use a puppet.
Yeah.
It looks so funny. They're just like, okay, throw it again. Okay, he didn't flip right. Throw him again.
When he walks in.
He's walking and his feet are just like...
Yeah, it's just floating on the ground. I'm like, yeah.
I love that.
Just, you could tell, just straight puppet.
Oh, I love
Like,
that.
it's brilliant.
That's the best part of the show. Just his little feet going...
He's kind of floating along.
I know. People were complaining about that too. Like,
No,
oh, come on.
he's
this?
a puppet.
It's like, no, it's practical effect. It
It's
looks
practical,
great.
yeah,
It
it
looks
does.
hilarious. It's so funny.
Like when Star Wars doesn't use practical effects, I go, come on.
You get episode 1, 2, and 3 then.
Yeah. Just go watch 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, they look so bad.
Dude, they look so bad. Storyline's great though.
Where was Jar Jar?
And then who was the betrayer? You thought it was the armorer.
There was none, I guess.
There was no betrayer.
They just jebaited everyone by calling it spies when there's literally no spies in the whole episode.
Yeah.
They're going to come with some bullshit next season or whatever. They'll be like, oh no, there's a sect of the Mandalorian called the Spies.
Oh.
So that was the sect
Yeah.
we were talking about. Ha, got him. Anyways, that's the other thing I don't like about it is all the just they make it up as they go with the Mandalorian way.
Well, they have to.
No, but they could.
There's not much written.
I know, but you could tell it was just like, oh, we'll make it up as we go. Just the way they did it. It's like, oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
you got to just go have a bath. You're good. And so like you can tell they just were like, yeah, okay, well we need to get around this somehow. Oh, it's part. Oh, that is the way.
It's the way.
That's like the equivalent of like, because I said so.
Yeah, this is the way.
Anyways,
I have spoken.
I hope that was the last season of The Mandalorian.
That season was definitely not as good as the first.
Oh, it was terrible. Terrible. The other ones were like Mando's adventure on a different planet every episode. Whereas this one, they were like, no, we'll have a story.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a story through the other ones, but it was like a video game story. It's like, we got to get him to a Jedi.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you need to go get the key to unlock the map on this planet, and then you need to get the map and blah, blah, blah. Not that that was what it was, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like, we need him a reason to go to this planet or whatever. Whereas this one, it's like, we got the whole story. We're leading into the fucking, why did Palpatine return and everything? They got to tie all this bullshit together, and it was just like, oh, fucking Jesus. Why didn't you line this all up before you made the movies?
Yeah.
It just is so, like, shoehorned in.
It is very shoehorned in there. It's like, oh, Grand Admiral Thrawn. Oh, we're gonna pump Ahsoka now? Like, what the hell?
Yeah. So the other thing too is like, well, did they kill the actual Moff Gideon, or was it a clone?
That could have been a clone. I
Well,
mean, he had clones.
The thing on the everywhere I'm seeing online is he didn't have a mustache.
Is he supposed to?
Well, in season 1 and 2 he had a mustache. Season 3 he didn't. None of the clones had a mustache.
Yeah.
In the tank.
Huh.
Is it ethical to just kill the clones like that? They're like technically living, aren't they?
It's not ethical, but it's also Moff Gideon.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't saying. But is it murder or is it abortion?
That's a good question, actually.
They're on like the 300th trimester, dude. I think it's past the time that you can do an abortion.
Yeah, I think they could have done it way better. That's for sure.
Everything could have been
Everything could have been done way better on that. They could have done a way better retaking of Mandalore, stuff like that. Like, I was in for it. I was like, oh yeah, let's learn about the Mandalorian culture. Let's get in there. And then it's like,
they're not a culture, dude.
It looked good.
It's like a religious cult, dude.
It looked good.
I just want to see little Grogu's helmet.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
His little lightsaber this long.
Well, I mean, how long was Yoda's lightsaber? It was full length, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he was also 3 feet tall. Grogu's 6 inches tall.
He'll get there.
He's gonna have a 3 foot long lightsaber. The handle will be taller than him. He needs a Schwartz from
Schwartz.
One of the light rings or whatever they were.
Spaceballs.
His light ring they had.
Yeah.
May the Schwartz be with you.
May the Schwartz be with you.
Anyways, what are we gonna watch now? Because Ahsoka doesn't come out till August.
Oh, yeah, frig, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to watch
now.
I know
what I'd like to watch.
What?
A little show called Twin Peaks. But I don't know what we could do.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
If anyone has a suggestion, let us know.
Yes.
We're going to figure it out. Maybe watch for the next show, maybe not. Next episode, I mean. But, yeah, there's nothing really new coming on that I know of.
No, I mean, it's summertime now.
Yeah, but I mean, they had other shows. There's no Marvel show coming or anything shortly.
No.
The next, there is a Marvel show coming, but it's like the Bad Batch. It's like a cartoon. I don't want to watch that.
Oh, you mean a Star Wars show?
Yeah. But I mean, there's no live action one till Ahsoka.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
as far as I can tell, anyway.
If you want to suggest something, let us know.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe we should just do a double dose of Weebus.
A double dose? We're watching two. Oh, what? We're watching 2 shows for. I don't understand.
Well, no, we won't watch 2 shows. We'll just do it every week instead.
Oh, I see. I mean, we could, but I mean, that's a lot of anime to watch.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get through it so that I can subscribe to the other thing so that we can continue to watch the season.
I see.
I might just watch it all now, and then so I can get on to the movie, and then the next season.
Oh, well, yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
And then I'll have to rewatch it, I guess.
Well, you'll have the outlines and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll watch it literally the day before or the day of.
Yeah.
Not that I do that because I'm like delaying it. It's just like it's fresh.
Yeah.
It's fresh.
I know, that's why I want to just rewatch it.
It's a little different. Like, I don't really like anime, so it's
Yeah.
hard for me to retain it over the week or two. But like with something like Mandalorian, like I didn't like it, but it's kind of like I've watched a lot of that, so it's easy to remember.
Yeah.
Whereas it's like with an anime, it's like, what? What happened?
That's because so much happens in an anime in one episode. It's like 20 minutes that can take an hour.
Yeah.
It's like there's so much crammed in there.
But even like that monster anime I was watching, maybe it's just because there's less crammed into it. Because I know what was going on in that one.
Yeah.
But it's like a murder thing.
Mm.
So that's easy to remember because I watch all that shit. Anyways, we'll figure something out.
Yeah, for sure. You know what else some people need to figure out?
No.
Patreon.com/Streamvoid Pod. That's the best way that you can help support this podcast with your hard-earned dollar dues. You can throw money directly into your monitor, and it will come out directly into our pockets.
Yeah.
That's how it works, right?
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And if you do so, it's just $1 a month. That's nothing.
Or more.
Or more, depending. That's like a Tim Hortons cup of coffee.
No, it's not even. You can't even buy anything for $1.
Oh. Yeah, you can.
What?
Well, plus tax, I guess.
Did you know that in Washington State the sales tax is 10.10%?
10.10?
Yeah, 10.10.
10.10.
DSP showed it on his stream, and I was like, he's attacking me personally now. Anyways, that's a stream meme for me.
That is a stream meme for you. But you get access to all the stream memes that happened before and after this podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true. There's a lot of jokes and
japes
and
joshin.
The
triple J.
Much joshin.
Triple J.
And only $1 a month gets you access to all of that. And you get access to this podcast early tonight, Sunday, the day we are recording it, instead of Wednesday.
Oh, pleb style.
In the middle of the work week. You want to listen to this on Monday to cheer you up on Monday.
Yes.
Is that what happens?
I mean, when I re-listen to them, yeah, generally.
No,
then I'll be at work listening to me complain about work. Then it's like twice as bad.
Oh, at work complaining about work.
Yeah.
But patreon.com/Streamvoid Pod. Get in there. Make your work week a little bit brighter.
Please do.
And help us.
Yes,
make
please.
Your work week a little bit brighter.
Please.
Speaking of money, Counter-Strike skin sells for $400,000.
Who bought
Probably
this?
the most expensive gun in video games.
Okay. I didn't look at this, but is this like some NFT bullshit where a guy sold it to himself and we can't tell?
It doesn't say.
It probably is.
There was a sale. There was a streamer
Yep.
who said, this gun, I'm going to sell this skin for $400,000.
Well, did he sell it for, or he wants to sell it for?
He had a total trade value of $500,000, and $400,000 was the AK-47 skin, and it did sell.
Okay. So, we don't know who bought it, though.
No, it could just be straight up money laundering. Who knows?
Yeah, or it could be like a thing where he's doing it to himself, so then he can sell it from the second account for some other dope. That's because that's the way the NFTs work, right? It's like, my NFT sold for $200K. Yeah, but you sold it from this account to yourself at this account. All you paid was the gas fee, which is like $200 or whatever.
Yeah.
So it looks like you sold it for $200K. So then you can sell it to some other dope for $250K because they think it actually sold, but you just sold it to yourself.
Yeah.
So that could be what's going on with this thing too. If you're thinking about buying a skin for a game and it's more than, let's say $100, you need to go touch grass.
Yeah, I mean, skins in Halo and Counter-Strike are, people have a side.
It's gambling.
It's gambling. You get skins and it's gambling. This skin is apparently near mint. So the way Counter-Strike skins work is that they have a used value, like a condition value.
What?
And so you can unbox a skin that is fresh from the factory, like number one. Or you can unbox a skin that has a certain value that makes it not as...
does it look used? Is it scratched up?
I think it looks... I'm not entirely sure, but it's like... But this skin is in the second best condition that could possibly be.
What the fuck?
And the more you use a skin on your guns, the more it degrades in quality. In which case it makes
Why would you ever use it then?
Right?
Oh my god.
So yeah, it the more you use it, the more it degrades in quality and the more it degrades in value.
Oh my god.
It's
good
so
scam
silly.
if you can run it.
Yeah. So yeah, this guy unboxed this, like second best condition it could possibly be in, other than factory new. And no one's unboxed a factory new of this skin. Like, it hasn't happened. And this skin has stickers on it that are worth $60,000 each.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's such a weird market for these
that
skins.
is for fucking sure.
It's so weird.
I don't know, dude. And then, of course, wait, whoa. Can you trade these, or do you have to sell them through Steam?
They have to go through Steam.
I bet you can send it as a gift, though.
You might be able to.
So it's
I'm
probably
not
tried to be
sure.
sold through a third-party website where you gift it to somebody and then they pay the money that way, so that Steam doesn't get a cut.
I mean, third-party websites are they're out there for the game, for the skins trading and buying, but I don't know if I think it would have to go through Steam first.
No, no. You can do it third-party, but I don't think you have to do it for a value. Because remember, there was that whole thing where those guys got banned because they had the skin gambling websites they were streaming, where they had like better odds to win good skins because they were owners of the website. Yeah. Oh, it's crazy.
Excuse me.
I've never wanted to open up a CSGO skin box.
Yeah, it has what the hell? Minimum stat track tier 1 case hardened AK-47 with a blue gem pattern. The latter of which is pattern 661, which is the bluiest blue gem one can get.
Of course. I understand why it's so expensive.
And in addition, this gun has 4 Katawis 2014 Titan Halo stickers applied to it, which each are valued at $60,000.
Oh, yeah, of course. I didn't realize that it had all this stuff on it, too. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's such a weird
Are
thing.
these skins getting moved to the Counter-Strike 2 or whatever the fuck? Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything should be getting moved. I would imagine. So I'm pretty sure we read that it was.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Very shocking quantity of dollars there.
Yeah.
Again, is it real? I don't know.
People buy apes for ridiculous amounts of money, so.
Yeah, but like, no NFTs. No NFTs. I refuse to talk about them.
Yes, let's carry on then.
Okay.
Niantic, the makers of Pokemon Go, and of course,
Harry Potter's Wizarding World game.
Yeah.
And Ingress.
And Ingress.
I don't think the Harry Potter game is even in operation anymore.
No?
No, I think they shut it down.
Oh. They're making a new game based on Monster Hunter.
Wow. Okay.
So I imagine it's going to be more of the same.
Well, if I had to guess, it would be like, instead of catching the monsters, you just throw something at them and it kills them, and then you get a part to craft other gear. 'Cause that's basically what Monster Hunter is.
Yeah.
Killing monsters to make their parts into armor to kill stronger monsters.
Yeah, I imagine, though, it's not going to be you throw something at it. I think you have to sit there and battle it.
No way.
That's what you have to do in Ingress.
That's at a gym. Wow, the phone is
hell?
crazy
Why
today.
Are you, like,
what is
it
going
should
on?
be-
That's the third time.
I know. I have it face down on silent. It keeps ringing. Like,
That's
what the
crazy. Yeah, that's if you're fighting a gym. But in Pokemon, you just throw a ball and you move on with your day.
Yeah.
So that's why I think in this, it'll be like you're fighting like, I can't remember the name of the shitty little monsters. But there's in Monster Hunter, you start with like fighting like the little guys that you hit 2 times and they die.
Yeah.
And then you use that to go fight the big guys. So the big guys will be like the gym, whereas the little guys will be just you're getting parts from. And then when you level up more, you can fight the bigger guys easier or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that you'll be fighting every monster like it's a gym, because no one's going to do that. You have to be able to walk around and just do it, you know?
So in Ingress, there's portals.
Yeah.
And the portals translate, pretty much
to
into gyms or Pokestops.
Yeah.
But every portal you want to take over that somebody else owns, you got to fight it.
Yeah.
And that's like, it's there because in Pokemon, there's gyms, which is the only place to fight. But every Pokestop is a portal in Ingress.
You can fight people in Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Like regular people.
Yeah.
So if I met you, we could fight.
Yeah.
But if you want to fight, yeah, you go to a gym. But there are fights at Pokestops and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's also, you can see Team Rocket flying around and you can fight them. So there is other fights you can do too, but I don't know.
I imagine you're going to be fighting monsters. It'll be like...
No, I think you'll fight monsters.
Super basic.
I don't think it's all going to be... It'll be like you fight a monster, yes, like a big gym or whatever. But just regular little monsters, you're not going to fight every little jaggy. It'll be like you just swipe it with your sword and it dies and you get a horn.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Because you're not going to fight every monster.
That's a fight. That's fighting.
But that's like me throwing a Pokeball, dude. Like in a regular
that's
Pokemon.
Not a fight. That's a Pokeball.
Okay. I know what you're doing right now.
Yes.
And I don't like it.
That's
but I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
I'll check this out.
Yeah.
I like Monster Hunter. It's interesting.
It is.
I'll check it out. But what website are we on here? Video Game Chronicles? I've looked at this article for 2 seconds. I've already spotted a fucking spelling error. And like it's obviously didn't put it through a spell check because you don't spell September. Why is there an O in September?
Where's it say September?
Right above the tweet. It'll say, although Monster Hunter Now is set to launch in September 2023. Oh my God.
I love it when it's September.
They couldn't even run it through a spell checker, dude. And
everything's auto spell checks now.
You put it into the content, the CMS or whatever in the background, it would have a squiggly line underneath it.
Would.
Who wrote this? I'm going to call them out right now. Who wrote this?
Yeah.
Chris Goulion?
Go
back to school, buddy. You can't even spell September, okay?
And you can't even use your spell check to spell check things.
Oh my God. Crazy. I'll check this game out though.
Very good.
In September when it comes out.
September, yes. Nintendo has won a court battle in against I can't remember what the hell the thing is, the site, but they were distributing pirated Nintendo games.
Oh, so did you
destorage? That's what it is.
Did you see my other article and think it was the same thing? Because I noticed it's not here anymore.
What other article?
The one I put about Doug Bowser.
Oh, I didn't see one about Doug Bowser.
Yeah, I put it in the bottom, but it was about Nintendo, so maybe... Anyways, maybe it got deleted or something. Anyways.
I don't know.
We can talk about these together anyways.
Yeah.
This one, they... another website was distributing...
Yeah, it's just like a file hosting server site, and they had Nintendo IP on there, and so Nintendo sued them, or whatever they did, but they won a court case against them, and they're now having to pay 467,000 euros.
Yeah. So they were not making money on it, I don't think. It was just hosting.
Yeah, it was just hosting.
Because it's a little different with the one with Bowser that I was talking about. He's the guy that they were charging for the stuff.
Yeah.
And he has to pay them like $10 million or something like that. And now he's out of jail, and they're going to garnish his wages for 25% for the rest of his life. So he's going to be paying Nintendo forever, basically.
Yeah.
So like, it's crazy. So isn't this just going to become Discord servers now?
I guess, since you can host classified military documents on Discord. Why not,
oh yeah, is that on here still? Did I use the wrong sheet or something like
maybe
that? Maybe. No, it's there. I see it. It's at the bottom.
Yeah, it's on here.
Okay. Yeah, like it's just going to become Discord servers or Mastodon servers or something like that.
Mastodon servers.
That's like the Twitter alternative, but you have to like choose a server that you sign up on. So if you were MikeyT, it's not like MikeyT on Twitter. It's MikeyT on the SETI Mastodon server. It's weird anyways.
That is weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like I might have downloaded a ROM in the past, but no point was I like, yeah, I'm going to set up a website to host some ROMs.
Well,
I don't know.
That would be the Bowser story for sure.
It's just like, why? Yeah, it just doesn't make sense for my freedom.
No.
I guess people, I don't know, they just don't think they're going to get caught, or
probably
they just
don't think it's illegal because they're like,
it.
oh, they're just old video games, whatever.
Were they old video games?
I don't know if they were old video games.
It just says Nintendo games.
Usually when it's just Nintendo games, it's like ROMs and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, for
like
the value of
systems.
£400 or £400,000, I would say it was probably like NES games and stuff.
NES,
Because if it was
NES.
Switch games, oh my god, they would be after them for a lot more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just gonna be all back on torrents, I guess.
I guess.
Can a torrent provider get? I don't know. I don't know how anything works. I can't say.
Technically, a torrent provider can't because it's shared through with everybody.
I guess if you
it's
just
not decentralized.
I guess if it wasn't through the Pirate Bay, then they couldn't really do anything.
Yeah.
But if you just shared a link to a torrent, there's nothing that it's decentralized.
Yeah.
That's the original
decentralized.
blockchain, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I can see why Pirate Bay would get in trouble because they're curating them all.
Yeah.
But if I make a torrent of a Nintendo ROM and give it to you, no one could ever figure out anything about it, really.
Well, the first one they could because it's all coming from one.
Well,
big
I
dude.
guess they could figure it out that it's from this IP or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it all has to be out there somewhere. They need to do it where it's just like you don't choose what you share. It's just spread everywhere.
Just
But then
spread
it'd be like,
everywhere.
I got child pornography on my computer. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't host ROMs on your website.
Don't do it.
You idiots.
That's how you get in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of trouble,
Okay.
Sonic the Hedgehog spin-off series Knuckles is coming out at some point. They've announced it. It's got Idris Elba as Knuckles.
It's a series, not a movie?
Is it a series?
Well, it says series. Or maybe it's a movie series.
Oh, series starring Idris Elba.
Huh. The film the film takes place between the events of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Oh, it's the movies. I thought they were talking about the games.
Wait. Is there Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh,
There is.
Okay.
It is
It's slated
coming.
hit theaters December. Okay.
In 2024.
2024. Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to have another one. It's done very well for them, so. Wow.
In the series, Knuckles agrees to train Wade as his protege and teach him the ways of the Echidna warrior.
Wade Wilson?
I don't know.
No, probably not. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how these Sonic movies actually turned out. I mean, it does have a lot to do with Jim Carrey,
Yeah.
but like from when they first debuted, like the Sonic, like the ugly Sonic,
Yeah, and everyone just lost their minds.
and they had to redo the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
And it actually paid off for them to do, because
Yeah.
usually when this stuff happens on the internet, it doesn't pay off.
No.
Like, do you remember Snakes on a Plane? There was like a huge meme on the internet.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, they have to make this movie. And then it made like $4 because everyone was like, we weren't actually going to go watch the movie. It was just a meme.
It was a good movie.
I've not seen it, but
It's
it's worth
watching.
it didn't make the money
No.
at all.
It's ridiculous.
No, I'm sure. Dude, it's about snakes on a plane.
Yeah.
I know it's ridiculous. I have not seen Sonic.
I've seen half of it.
Yeah.
I didn't get through it all. I don't know
It's
if
like a
that's
kid's
I
movie?
think it's just due to time and
Yeah.
it being a kid's movie.
So I saw a clip in the new Chip and Dale's movie. You know, the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers?
Yeah,
There's a new
not
one
the
where it's
strippers,
like, not the strippers, no. It's like kind of live action, sort of.
I think I saw something.
But
about
there's a
that.
clip where they're at a convention and they're signing, like Chip and Dale are there.
Yeah.
And across the way is Ugly Sonic. And he's in the they've animated him, he's there, and he's got
Yeah.
his teeth and everything like that. And his sign says like, get an autograph from Ugly Sonic and stuff like that. I was like, well, maybe I need to see the Chip and Dale movie. I don't know. He was really ugly.
I tend to watch, made for younger people movies when I'm sick.
Oh yeah,
So
it's like a
you need
little
something-
comfort. You think
Yeah.
back to when you were a kid and you're at your grandparents' house in the bed,
Yeah.
sleeping. Can I stay in your bed today, Grandma? Yeah, no doubt. No, when I'm sick, what am I doing? Sleeping and watching American Dad? Oh God, I do that every day. Oh my
That's
God,
just classic Kurbstomped.
I know, it's sad. I should probably watch I should probably try to watch Sonic, I guess.
Yeah.
If it's available on something for me to watch. I'm not going to pay for it.
Should be on Disney.
Really? You think so?
I think it's on Disney.
I think it's on Paramount Plus.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah, anyways.
Yeah.
It should be on Sega.net, dude.
Sega.net.
Yep.
For sure. Speaking of Sega.
Uh-huh.
Rumor has it that Sega is buying the Angry Birds developer Rovio for $775 million.
$1 billion, eh?
Yeah. That was the rumor.
Yep.
But then Sega came out and was like, no, we're not. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, I see their press release. They say, like, we're considering it, but we haven't said we're going to do it yet.
Maybe.
That means they're buying them.
Yeah.
That means they're buying them.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot of money for Angry Birds to me. If this was like 5 or 10 years ago, I'd be like, yeah, good deal for Sega. But now it's just like, what? They have Angry Birds?
They have Angry Birds, but they also have the live service mobile games operation that Rovio is known for.
Oh.
So they have all the technologies and the codes and all that kind of stuff for them.
This is probably not for Angry Birds.
No.
This is probably for like, hey, let's make Sega kart racing for mobile.
Yeah.
And let's make...
Or a Sonic Run game.
Sonic Spinball for mobile. Oh, that would be good. Sonic Spinball. Or yeah, Sonic Runner. I'm sure there has to have been a Sonic Runner. Come on.
There
has to have been.
Probably.
Yeah, this is a technology acquisition. I mean, they did do the Angry Birds movies and they made a bunch of money, and the Angry Birds merch and all that shit.
Yeah.
Angry Birds was huge for a while.
Angry Birds was
there.
huge.
Star Wars Angry Birds.
Yep.
Like, it was huge, dude.
Oh, yeah.
So not so much anymore, but that's the way it is with these mobile game companies. They make one game, they make a fucking boatload of money, but then trying to recapture that, it's like hard to do. Like, think of like King. King's a bad example.
King?
Yeah, because they do like Clash of Clans, I think. Or is King Clash of Clans? Or am I mistaking King?
Clash of Clans is by Supercell.
Supercell. I was thinking of Candy Crush.
Oh, Candy Crush.
Yeah, King does Candy Crush. So what else has King done? Candy Crush like Soda Stories. Everything's Candy Crush. They don't have any other game.
Let's see. They got 20 games in their list.
I mean, also now they're owned by Blizzard, so...
Oh, well, there you go.
So it's part of, like, maybe they were like, let's make the World of Warcraft Candy Crush.
Farm Heroes, Bubble Witch.
Yeah, but, like, do you ever hear about Bubble Witch?
No.
No. Exactly. It's all Candy Crush. Soda Stories and all that bullshit.
Let's get the full list here.
Okay.
Candy Crush, Soda Saga.
Soda Saga. I said story. Oh.
Pet Rescue Saga.
Of course.
Rebel Riders.
Of course.
Candy Crush Saga.
Yep.
Candy Crush Jelly Saga.
Jelly Saga.
Bubble Witch 3 Saga.
Oh.
Candy Crush Friends. Farm Heroes Super Saga.
Oh my god.
Oh, the Diamond Diaries.
Diamond Diarrhea.
Pyramid Solitaire Saga. Bubble Witch 2.
Pyramid Solitaire Saga? So that means they have a
Blossom
story while you
Blast.
play Pyramid?
I guess.
Ho 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 ho.
Solitaire, great game.
I enjoy some
puzzles.
Solitaire Pyramid, but you can't win every game.
Play with friends. Travel to new worlds.
You can't win every game of Solitaire.
No, you can't. It's literally impossible.
Yeah. I wanted to play Solitaire when I was in Las Vegas, but I couldn't find it.
Oh?
You used to buy a deck and play Solitaire, and someone would watch you play Solitaire.
Yeah.
So you buy the deck for $100, and if you get like you know when you play Solitaire and it has the dollar value,
Yeah.
that's from the gambling.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I couldn't. I mean, you probably have to go to like Fremont Street to find someone to let you play fucking Solitaire, because on the Strip there ain't no fucking slot machines that let you put a coin in them. Bills only, baby.
Bills only.
Yeah.
Oh, this Rebel Riders game is completely different from everything else they've done.
Oh yeah.
It's like a cart battler.
Oh really?
Yeah, interesting.
Oh, cart, not card.
No, not card. Cart,
okay.
Cart battler.
I'm looking at this article here, and it says like King was acquired by Activision Blizzard in 2016 for $5.9 billion, which I thought was a ridiculous amount of money. And then now it says that Zynga was bought by Take-Two for $12 billion last year.
Holy!
Does anyone play Farmville?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I remember like over 10 years ago, people were playing Farmville.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
Yeah. Farmville 3. Harry Potter Puzzles and Spells.
Oh.
Game of Thrones Slots Casino. Words with Friends.
Oh yeah, they bought Words for Friends. Yeah.
Merge Dragons.
I didn't know Merge Dragons. If I would have known that.
Empires and Puzzles. Merge Magic. Toon Blast.
Yeah, it sounds
Farmville
like they got taken to the cleaners. They got
Farmville
taken,
3.
Take-Two. It was probably a technology acquisition.
Probably. You play Toon Blast?
Yes. Finally.
You can blast the cubes as a bear in a eating a hot dog, sipping a margarita.
Not gonna do it.
No? You sure?
Not gonna touch it.
What about as a fox riding a wooden horse?
That sounds good.
Just blast them.
That sounds good. I might do that.
That's all you gotta do. Just blast them.
I might do that.
Farmville 3.
I remember my mom was so Was your mom into Farmville?
No.
My mom would
My
be
stepmom, yes.
My mom would be like,
Still plays it.
Someone needs to send me a pig. I need one more pig. I'd just be like, I'd make like, I feel kind of bad about it, but I'd make posts like, not like making fun of her, where I'd be like, I just need 4 more gears for my carcass crusher in Farmville. Please send them over now. Anyways.
I mean, it's got, the Facebook page for Farmville has 30 million likes.
Yeah, but dude, how many of those counts even exist anymore?
Follow.
I just went through Facebook the other day and I unliked everything. I deleted anything I ever put on there. I didn't delete my account, but you can go look at your data. And I was like, anything that I had connected like Netflix to my Facebook account back in the day.
Yeah.
So anytime I watched anything, it would post to Facebook saying I watched it. So I like deleted all that shit. So it's gone from my profile.
You cannot play Farmville 3 on your PC.
It's mobile only.
You can play it on your iPhone, your iPad, your Mac M1, or Android.
You just need to use that.
I click the Play Now button, and it just takes me to the Apple Store.
You need to put that fake Android app on your computer so you can play games.
Yeah, weird. You used to be able to just play it
Game Club? Is that the next Game Club?
Oh,
Farmville
maybe.
3?
Farmville 3 Game Club?
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
No, I don't think so.
Stardew Valley.
Yeah, Stardew Valley. Play one day at a time?
No, one season.
Oh, one season
one
at a
season.
time. Yeah. We'll see what the people want to do.
Yep.
Microsoft.
We're going to play Yakuza 1 next. Anyways.
Oh, Yakuza 1. Just go in order.
It's actually Yakuza Kiwame 1 because that's the remake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Microsoft.
I've heard of them.
Yes.
Huh?
We're playing games with Microsoft on Microsoft Game Club.
Yes, Game Pass.
Things.
Thank you.
Words.
Yep.
Hello. Help. Isn't paying Twitter new API fees, so Xbox to Twitter sharing is gone.
Yes. So someone tweeted at them like, hey, I can't share to Twitter anymore. And they're like, oh yeah, we're removing that feature from the console because
Elon Musk.
Because Elon was Elon. Yeah, to access the API to Twitter, you have to pay fees now.
Yeah, $42,000 a month.
Well, no. It depends how much you use, basically.
That's starting.
Well, for Xbox, it does. It starts at $42,000.
That's any API. Twitter's new and expensive API pricing starts at $42,000.
No, I'm sure I read somewhere. Anybody. Free and basic tiers, $100 a month, are available as part of the new Twitter API pricing structure, but are meant for smaller projects. So it says that it would cost Microsoft around $42,000 a month, according to The Verge. So The Verge is just basing it off of what public information they know.
Yeah.
How much the API was used on Xbox. So, no brainer, obviously. You do not pay to use social media. If you pay to use social media, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
$42,000 a month is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I get that it costs Twitter server fees for them to send their queries through the API and blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole idea is that you subsidize that so people come to your app to look at other people's stuff, and then you serve them an ad.
Yeah.
Like it's strictly
and
an ad-based.
Their data.
And you sell your data, right? It's strictly that transaction. So Microsoft is like, we're not messing with that. You can still do it on your phone. So if you were to do it now, what you would do is you would capture your screenshot on your Xbox. You would pick up your phone. You would go into the Xbox app, and then you would click send it to Twitter. But the only difference is this launches the Twitter app.
Yeah.
So it doesn't use the API, right?
Yeah.
Whereas on the Xbox, it uses the API to send it, and you don't have to do anything, right? Yeah, fucking Elon Muskrat is really he's really done a number on Twitter.
Oh yeah. I was browsing through Twitter and I'm like, oh, is this actually Jacksepticeye without a blue badge?
So
everyone's unverified.
So now? Twitter's terrible.
Yes.
It was terrible before, but now it's even worse because before, if you clicked on a tweet from a famous person, it would always show you like the result first is like the most popular, engaged with reply, right?
Yeah.
Now it's just blue check marks, and they're all fucking idiots that paid for the check mark.
Yeah.
So you'll look and you'll be like, why is it showing me this? And so, oh, they paid for the right to be on the top of the list, right? So the one I clicked on was Jason Alexander, Seinfeld, George. Yeah. He had said, well, I've lost my check mark. Mm-hmm. I'm leaving Twitter. Mm-hmm. I'm not coming back.
Yep.
So if you ever see anyone on Twitter that says they're me, it's not me. See you later. I'm gone.
Yeah.
And then he replied to that tweet saying like, oh, I'm going to use this other platform. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
But Elon, the muskrat, just gave him his blue check mark for free because he likes to own these guys.
Oh, of course.
So like it says that he paid for it and he's verified his phone number. So it's the same thing with Stephen King, LeBron James, and someone else. They were like, we're not paying. This is ridiculous, blah, blah, blah. They still have their check marks.
Of course.
Because Elon just did it to be, because Elon is like an edge. He's like $1 billion edgelord, basically.
Yeah.
So anyways, I didn't like the Twitter interface API. I never was like, yeah, send this to Twitter, man. Send this picture to Twitter. I don't know. I don't know if it's just Canada or like the town we live in or whatever, but like Twitter was never a thing. Really. Like people would have a Twitter account, but they would never be like tweeting like at the dentist, haha, LOL, hashtag, root canal. It would be like you would follow someone that you enjoy, a movie star, and you'd read their tweets or whatever. But I like when I look at like people that use Twitter that are not famous, but are like, a podcaster that I enjoy that's American.
Yeah.
And they'll have the regular like promotion of their podcast.
Yeah.
But then it'll be like 40 tweets a day. Like I saw a guy wearing brown shoes with beige socks. What a clown. LOL. And I never saw that from anyone I knew in Canada, really.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's just from my perspective of people I know or whatever, but I never ever saw that. Like I never knew anyone that was like, hey, what's your Twitter handle? No one's ever asked me for my Twitter handle until I was on Twitch.
Yeah.
So
even then,
I don't use it because I don't like it. I never liked it.
It's kind of just meh.
The only reason I ever signed up for Twitter in the first place was I was listening to a podcast when Twitter launched, like whenever it launched. It was Major Nelson's podcast. He's like, I'm trying out this new website called Twitter, and you can like send out a message to all your followers and whatever. And I was like, well, I like to listen to his podcast. I'll sign up and I can follow Major Nelson. And that was it. That was the end of my use of Twitter. I remember like just that was the whole thing. It's like, why would I bought a orange Monster? Ooh, it's delicious. Like, who the fuck would want to read that?
I don't know. People obsessed with Kurbstomped.
Nah, there's no one's that those people don't exist. So anyways, I'm not going to miss the integration. In fact, I hated it on PlayStation because that was like the only way to like send stuff easily from your PlayStation to anything.
Was through Twitter?
Yeah, I had to like send a screenshot to Twitter and then download it to put it on Discord and stuff. Like you could put in a USB, save it, and then put it in your computer and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I guess the main problem was like every time I would open the PlayStation app, it would ask me to log in.
Yep.
And the other thing with the PlayStation app, like with the Xbox app, it's like you open it up. It's like, oh, what are my messages? Oh, what's on in the store? What are my achievements? Sony, one app for every different thing. You want to look at your PlayStation messages? You better download the PlayStation message app. So I don't know if they have that like anymore in the PS5 days, but that's what it was in the PS4 days.
Interesting.
So if I wanted to look at my PlayStation message, I had to open the PlayStation Messages app. And if I wanted to look at like the store, you got to have the PlayStation Store app. It's like, what the fuck? So that was why I would share it to Twitter from my PS4, because it would do it. I didn't have to try to log in on my phone every fucking time.
Yeah, I never did that. Apps on the phone.
No?
No.
Not for PlayStation?
Not in the PlayStation 4 days.
I mean, I did it when I was playing Destiny.
Yeah, I did the Destiny app, that's for sure.
And I used the third-party Destiny apps as well. Like,
yeah.
Did you ever use the one where you could just like click on your loadout and it would change?
Yeah, 100%.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was the best.
Like, whoa, how did it do that?
That was the best. I'd be like, I'm in the middle of the field. I need this item here. Yep, get it.
Yeah.
And then just get it.
Crazy.
That was great.
Yeah, I did that for like doing strikes and stuff like that. It'd be like, we need one more. Boop. And then a guy would just join in the party and ready to go.
Yep. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I just would share GIFs. You could share a GIF. I have some funny Destiny ones when I was playing with Nocturne Delight.
Knock.
Some of the crazy stuff we would be getting up to. So anyways, Twitter will not, I can't wait for it to go under. But all these idiots are paying $8. But like, how many people would you need to pay $8 a month for you to make $42 billion?
I don't know. Probably a few.
And this whole thing he was doing while he was making, like, putting the state-funded media. Did you hear about this?
No.
PBS. He made them put the state-funded media on the PBS Twitter account. And they're like, well, we're not state-funded, so we're going to stop using Twitter. And then he was like, yeah, they get like 2% of their operating budget from the government of Canada. Yeah. And the state-funded media is supposed to be like, when it's fucking propaganda, like when it's like a Russian newspaper that's owned by Putin, that's state-funded media.
Yeah.
So they did state-funded media on CBC as well. And they're like, see ya, we're out of here. They did remove them all, but the bad thing is he removed them all.
Yeah.
So now the actual state-funded media doesn't say that. He's such a fucking clown, dude.
The whole thing is
so
ridiculous.
I've never liked him. Basically, I always thought he was an idiot.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are, they really, he's with Tesla and SpaceX and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this guy's an idiot. It totally reminded me of Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Where it's like he's been deified.
Yeah.
He's like a god now.
Yeah.
Like when Steve Jobs died and people are getting Steve Jobs tattoos and they're crying about Steve Jobs. I'm like, what the fuck did Steve Jobs do except go like, make the phone screen bigger. Like, make it so I can hold it into my hand and press the screen. It's not like he was designing a circuit or anything, doing any programming.
He was just the guy that stole everyone else's ideas.
Yeah.
And
wore a turtleneck.
Yeah, and wore a turtleneck.
What's the deal with turtlenecks, man?
I don't know.
Yeah, there was a lot of turtlenecks in the 70s, man.
Yeah, I had some turtlenecks.
Rabid, that movie Rabid, turtlenecks out the wazoo, dude. Yeah, dude.
That's how you keep your neck warm.
I got the beard to do that.
Nice. Yeah, that's true. Discord.
Discord. I've heard of it.
That's a platform that we use on a daily basis.
I do.
You do. I do. A lot of people listening to this do. And it was at the heart of a major U.S. intelligence leak.
Yeah. Some idiot kid, man. So stupid.
Yeah. 21-year-old Jack Teixeira? Teixeira? Tiexa?
Oh, we need a we're so... Well, you're half white, but I'm fully white, and man, we need a Spanish speaker in here. We're not doing a good job on this guy's name.
Yeah. There was a lot of news on the radio about this, and just listening to these people talk about Discord,
they don't know what's going on.
They have no idea what Discord is. Not a clue.
It's like listening to the senators doing their thing about TikTok in the Senate in the States, where they'd be like, can TikTok connect to Wi-Fi? And the guy will be like, well, the phone connects to Wi-Fi, and then TikTok uses Wi-Fi. But it can connect to Wi-Fi. Or the last question's like, so on my phone, all my information is sent to Gmail through Google, correct? And the guy will be like, well, we're Apple. We don't do anything with Gmail. It's like these guys don't know what the fuck they're talking about, and they're in charge. Anyways. It's mind blowing.
Yeah. They were talking about it. They were using Discord to store all this information for a later date. And it's like,
you could do that, but that's not what they were doing.
No, it's just there because video games.
Well, the thing was too is the guy uploaded it, and then they would take it and put it on another Discord, and then they like took it and they made it into Minecraft maps and stuff like that. Yeah. So it was like fucked up. But the thing is like, okay, if you have top secret clearance, they go through. You get training.
Yeah, you get training. You get vetted,
and also like they'll be like, okay, they'll teach you. They'll be like, you know what? If a beautiful lady comes up to you and takes a big interest in you and wants to get you a drink and she seems to be really into you, that's called a honeypot. She's pretending to really want to get to know you. You have to like think when you have top secret. This is what you have to think about. This is what you have to know, right?
Yeah.
So this guy apparently was somehow printing off top secret things, taking them home, photographing them, and uploading them on Discord.
Yeah. Thug Shaker Central is what the Discord is called.
I'm in that Discord.
Are you?
No. So the documents involved the war in Ukraine. So as I'm reading this article, it's talking about the things that are on there. There's intelligence about Canada, Israel, whatever.
Yeah.
Ukraine war. Also, there's like projections of what would happen if Putin died. If what's Ukraine man name?
I'm not.
I can't remember. If the president of the Ukraine died, and I was like, wow, someone in the U.S. government is just getting paid to write war fan fiction. That is crazy. But so the files got leaked out, and they tracked it back to this guy. Even the New York Times, I think, did a thing where they'd independently tracked back to this guy.
Yeah.
They had some base information, like his username and his Steam account, and they used that to figure out it was him because they searched for his Steam account, found it was attached to his name, searched for his name, and then they find pictures of him on Facebook in his childhood home, and then the countertop in the childhood home is in the background of the pictures of the documents. So, like, funny. Obviously he's stupid, but it's also like, how did he get clearance?
Exactly. How does somebody like that get top secret clearance? What's going on with the American military?
I don't know. Did he have top secret clearance?
Yeah.
Or maybe he was just printing it off.
Everything says that he had top secret clearance.
How do you give a 21-year-old top secret clearance, man? He's barely got pubes, dude. And he's got top secret clearance?
Yeah.
I guess they have to give people top secret clearance because there's maybe he was like the guy in the mailroom where it's like, we need to bundle 50 reports together to go to each senator, and he's in there like, well, fuck, if I just slip 5 sheets in my bag, the senator's not going to look at it anyways. It doesn't matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to have the paper stuffers and everything, but they still get trained and everything like that.
Yeah. They still get trained. They still get vetted. Maybe.
Crazy to me.
He must have just slipped right underneath the radar somehow.
Yeah, and he's so stupid. And he just did it for e-clout.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't like he even made money on it. Like, sell it to the Russians.
No, he just wanted that.
Sell it to Mossad, something like that. No. It's like, yo, bro, look what I took from work today, dude. This is about Canada, bro. So stupid.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like those other people just like touting military documents, like, no, this is how this tank works. I got the official documents right here.
When they were doing that last year or whatever. Yeah. I even, like, if I think back to when I was that young, like, I would never do that.
Yeah, you'd never have top secret clearance.
If this guy has top secret clearance, believe me, I could have top secret clearance. Okay. But I wouldn't have been that stupid, man.
No. Yeah, just post it online. I mean, people post lots of things online. It's just like, why you even posting that? Like, oh, yeah, went downtown, so. See the guy with the brown shirt and brown shoes.
I guess I just don't care enough about what people think of me to be like, I got to get some e-clout with my e-boys.
I don't either.
I'd just be like, they'd be like, man, you top secret clearance, you better break us off some info, I'll be like, no, I'm okay.
I like my job.
Even if I didn't like my job, I'd just be like, no, it's top secret, dude.
Yeah, I think I'll stay out of jail.
I don't really want to go to prison. Sorry.
Yeah, some people are dumb.
So if I don't know what Discord is doing about child pornography or whatever, but they must have. They got to have somebody like looking at stuff.
I imagine they do.
Because like they'll get cracked down so hard.
Yeah, especially if stuff.
But
like that
but then again, like what like how's Discord? How is it any different really than like email? Not really. Besides you being able to set it to send to everybody in your Discord.
Yeah.
It's not like there's someone at Gmail looking at every picture that gets sent, you know?
Yeah.
So I would guess it's probably algorithmic. Be like, this looks like a child's peen. Can we get human eyes on it to see if it's okay or whatever?
Yeah.
So
this is risque.
Yeah, exactly. But even then, that doesn't work. I remember a woman got banned on Facebook because it said she posted nudity, and it was sitting a picture of her in her tub, and she had her elbows on the tub. You couldn't see anything, but the way her elbow was colored, it looked like it was the nipple, and it looked like her titty. And she got banned from Facebook because the algorithm, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
you got to have human eyes on things. Algorithms aren't the best yet. They're good, but they're not.
Yeah, they are getting good. The AI, man.
Yeah.
It's almost Skynet time.
I mean, the AI text-to-speech that some streamers have is great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I just watched a Pay Money Wubby video where he is in a mall and he's got text-to-speech going full blast on a portable speaker and he's in a wheelchair.
That sounds terrible.
It was hilarious, but it was also like, why would you do this?
Why would you subject other people to that, though?
I don't know.
That would ruin their fucking day.
The chat was just going bananas. And it was $20 per text-to-speech.
That I would be so upset if someone was doing that in the mall.
Yeah.
I don't like that kind of thing. I don't like that prank stuff like that.
It was so weird. He made a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
It was awkward as frig, and some of it was really funny.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I'm not a huge fan of that stuff, but that's okay.
Yeah, the text-to-speech AI is just crazy.
Yeah, I'll stick with Brian.
Yeah? You don't be yourself? Have your own voice talking text-to-speech?
I don't think there's enough audio me recorded to... You disagree?
We have a whole podcast.
Yeah, but you'd have to like cut out my own
episodes.
Parts. That's a lot of work.
Oh, yeah. It's good. It could happen, though.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
There's a lot of it.
But what if I've never said a certain sound?
Oh, you have.
I've said every sound?
You sound every sound. It
so they could make it like I'm speaking Africans or something like that?
Yeah, probably.
No, I've not done any weird weird sounds.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
They just use a cough sound. Chop that up somehow.
You make a lot of mouth clicking.
Shut up.
There is a lot of mouth clicking.
No, not a lot.
Well, no, not a lot, but
Thank
there
you.
is.
Thank you.
Especially at the end of a topic.
What's the sound I make?
Just a... Yeah, that's the one.
Moving on.
That's the one. I notice it because at the end of every topic, I'm like, oh, there it is. That's the end of the topic.
I'll have to watch out for that.
Yeah. So yeah, you could definitely be AI'd.
All right, sounds good to me.
Yeah. Speaking of AI, Game Club.
Okay. Weird one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't usually transition to Game Club, but it's Game Club, ladies and gentlemen. Each week we play a video game, and it's usually the same video game until we finish that game.
Yep.
We play a chapter or a segment or a timed interval of that game, and then we talk about it.
Yep.
And here we are. And it's that time. And we're playing Yakuza 0 now.
Yep. Chapter 3.
We are on Chapter 3.
The Gilded Cage.
The Gilded Cage. This is our introduction to Majima Goro.
What a legend.
What a legend.
Yeah.
Or Goro Majima, if you're speaking Japanese.
So, like, in theory...
In theory, the customer is always king.
Yes, but I was going to say, normal people have already played, like, 4 Yakuzas at this point.
Yes.
Because this game came out,
yes,
like, way into the Yakuza series. Because Majima's not like this in the other games.
No.
He is fucking off the rails in the other games. So he's kind of, like, calm and collected here.
Yeah.
He runs this cabaret, and you're kind of like, wow, he really gets shit on at this cabaret. Like, there's a guy who's groping the girl that's working there, and he comes out and he just kisses this guy's ass up and down the street.
After all the customers, King.
Which is bullshit.
Not in this cabaret.
No, that's true. Well, it's in Japan, so it's a little different. But he's like trying to strike Majima, and he's dodging and weaving, and he sort of like the guy is like upset and he's causing a problem, but he spins it into a way where this guy's gonna pay for all the trouble he caused as well as comp everyone's drinks.
Yeah, he's like big wig.
He's a
Tokyo.
big wig guy, but he spins it so it's like it was the guy's idea, and everyone should thank him for. And he's kind of like, oh, you're well, like he's kind of like, how did this happen? But yeah, you're welcome. I won't be going to jail tonight. And it's a whole situation where he's doing a very deep bow and like, just being like a smooth talker to the guy. It's a long ass section. Like, how long is the cutscene? Half an hour?
Yeah, it's super long.
Because even before we get to the part with Majima, there's a whole thing upstairs where there's another businessman. He's like, this looks like there's Yakuza here. I'm a little scared. And the guy's like, don't be a pussy. We'll have some drinks. We'll have a good time.
Yeah.
It's all great. Don't worry. You're a businessman. That's what businessmen do here.
Yeah. Whenever I load a chapter now, whenever I start a chapter, I put the controller down, I just grab some food, and I just sit back.
Yeah. It's like watching a movie, right?
Yeah.
Which is good because it adds to the story and gets it going and everything like that. And then you get to do the story parts after, which is good too. So, but you're kind of like, well, you're obviously thinking like Majima's a big wig.
Yeah.
He owns the place or something like that. But it ends up being no, he doesn't own it. He's basically a slave. He's in a gilded cage.
Yes.
Where he has to do this because he wants to get back in the Yakuza.
Yep.
But he needs to pay like 100 million yen to get back in.
200 million.
Well, then the mob boss comes in and is like, actually, I think he said 500 million yen.
Oh, yeah, he did say 500 million.
He's like, actually, I've changed it. You have to do 500 million yen. Like, why would I get rid of my golden goose here when you're making all this money?
Yeah.
Like, you keep it up. You do what I say. And then the Yakuza guys, and by the way, you're getting rid of your best girl that works here to go work at another cabaret. So keep up the money, but you're losing your number one earner. So I don't know much. I've never been to Japan. I'd like to go to Japan, but I don't know how these places work.
Worked?
No, they still.
Are they still around?
Yeah. All that shit's still around. Well, it's just like, I think the idea is that you go to the cabaret, they supply a girl for you to talk to. That's the end of it.
Yeah.
But it's like, how do they make money? It's like instead of the drink costing $5, every drink costs $15.
Yeah.
So you're paying more for the drink, but you get the company of the girl, right? I assume that's what it has to be.
Yeah, could be.
Because I don't think there's tipping really in Japan either.
No, there isn't.
So they overcharge for drinks, and then you cut to talk to these girls. So they want the nice girls to fill the different roles, because if I go in there, I don't want to talk to like a fucking school marm. I'll want to talk to like a girl that maybe has similar interest or can pretend to have a similar interest.
Yeah.
And then we'll drink. I'll buy her a drink. That's the other thing too. I don't buy just for me. I buy for the girl too.
Yeah.
And then that's how they make their money, right? So this Grand Cabaret is going to lose their number one girl to another club. And Majima's like, I got to get another girl. Who's the number one girl we don't have? He talks to nameless employee. And he's like, oh, Nozomi, I think is her name.
Yeah, that sounds right.
She's the number one over there. And he's like, oh, okay. Sounds good. We'll go recruit her.
Yeah.
And that's all like, we don't know anything else about Nozomi.
No. Only that she works at the Odyssey.
Yeah. So we get to go walk to the Odyssey, and then you can do your little wandering around thing, and do some side missions and stuff in here as well.
I crashed the game.
How did you crash the game?
Fishing.
I fished, but it didn't crash.
Yeah, it was weird. I was like fishing, and then I was fishing,
and
then it just crashed. I was like, what? And then I had to go all the way back to the start of the chapter.
Oh, you didn't save in between, and there's no autosave?
There was no autosave.
Really? Yeah. I wonder if it's different on PC, because it autosaves fairly often on console.
No autosave at all. I got to go to a phone booth every single time.
I think there's autosave. Maybe I'm mistaken. I caught one crawdad.
Yeah.
But I didn't catch anything else.
Yeah, I didn't catch a thing.
They keep showing you like here's another thing you can do in the game, and here's another thing. It's like crazy how much stuff is in there.
I'm just waiting for pachinko.
Yeah, I don't know if there's pachinko.
There's no pachinko. I'm uninstalling.
No. There's shogi.
There's pachinko parlors all over the place. You run past them. You're like, oh, there's a pachinko parlor. Can I go inside? Nope.
This ain't Shenmue, dog. But you can play shogi and mahjong. Maybe there is later. I played some roulette, so
yeah. There's hard gambling.
Yeah, I found that place by accident.
Oh.
I was just running around and I was like, oh, where does this stairway go? And it's like, oh, there's a secret casino. And then then I went in there. I'm like, oh, there's a phone card in here. Perfect. Oh. So I got another phone.
I went
card.
in there and I was just like, nah, I didn't.
Yeah, I just played a couple rounds of roulette just to see how it was gonna go.
Yeah, every time we load a new area, so far, I mean,
there's only been two. Yeah,
but I'm like, map. Where's the pachinko parlor?
Oh, yeah. So did you do any side missions at all?
I didn't do any side missions because, I crashed the first thing. And I was like, okay,
I got to sit through it for another
I better power through.
Well,
I skipped the cutscenes, but then I have to do like the fight training and then run around. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Majima learns another fighting style. So he has like
he's got
bat style or something.
Brawler and bat style.
So I started a few side missions. There's a girl that's standing outside of like the arcade who really wants the one of the blue figures or whatever.
Oh yeah,
which I had.
So
I gave it to her, and then I come back later and she's still there. I had told her to go home, like it's dangerous. She's like, I don't have a dad, and all the friends at school, their dads give them these gifts, and I don't have a dad, just my mom, and she works all the time. I want the blue one as well, but it'd be really greedy. Excuse me. So I'm like, I've got the blue one. Here you go. And she's like, okay, I'll get out of here. And she leaves. But then I come again, and there's two guys like, hey, what you doing, little girl? And they're like, we could kidnap her and get a ransom for her. And Majima's just like, wait, was this Majima? Maybe I'm confusing it. Maybe that wasn't Majima.
Huh.
That was last time. Sorry. But I'll tell you anyways. I kicked the shit out of those guys.
Yeah.
And then she's like, can I call you daddy? And Kiryu's like, no, you can't. And she's like, I'm going to call you daddy. And she's like, bye, daddy. And he's like, oh my God, what have I done? What was the side missions I did for Majima? I kick
the shit out of everyone I come across that deserves a shit kick.
Yeah, I do too. I know I did something with Majima, I think, but I can't remember what. There's been a few missions I've started that I haven't completed. Like there's the Dragon Quest side mission where they're in the line to buy Dragon Quest. It's not called Dragon Quest, but it's Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
I learned how to do my fighting style with Majima. But when you go to the Odyssey, I had laughed very hard at this scene.
Yeah.
Where you go to the Odyssey and Majima's like, I gotta sneak in there. I don't want him to know it's me.
Oh, yeah.
So what does he do? Takes off his eye patch and puts on sunglasses. And I'm like, wouldn't anyone that works in this industry be like, hey, who's that 6-foot tall Japanese man with a long black ponytail and very slim? Anyways, of course he gets noticed in there. But you have to you have to convince the guy that he should you think you're going there to poach this Nozomi girl.
Yeah.
But he's not there to actually poach her. He's actually there to trade for her.
Yeah.
So you have to sort of scope the place out and see what's going on. So Majima uses detective skills. Like he looks at the first table and he's like, well, the guys that are sitting there, they don't look like they have the right girl. Like they don't look like the right type. So obviously they don't have enough coverage of the type of girls. And then he looks at the next booth and it's empty. And he's like, well, when I came in, they said there was no room. So I look at this, they have the room, but obviously they don't have enough customers. Girls. Well, enough customers to fill it up. So they're making false.
Oh, yeah.
And then you scan over a little bit and there's a guy in his tighty whities humping the air. And Majima's like,
I didn't see that.
There's just a guy and he's just humping the air. And Majima's like, what? They serve all sorts of weird freaks here.
That's see so that weird. Guy. What the hell?
I was cracking up. And then you scan a little further left and then you see another booth and there's 3 guys and 2 girls.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, obviously they don't have enough girls because 1-to-1 is the optimum ratio, not 2 guys to 1 girl.
Yeah.
So then his girl comes over and they're talking, and he's kind of like, well, how do I talk to this girl and get information? So you do some small talk about, whatever. And then the actual club manager comes over and he's like, hey, Majima, chick, hit the bricks. We're going to talk, right? And the guy's like, oh, you think you can come here and poach my girls and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, I'm not here to poach your girls. He's like, I'm here to do a trade. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I looked around and I can tell that you don't have enough girls. You don't have the right type of girls. And I have all my fresh talent that I've curated. I'm willing to give you like 3 girls and you give me Nozomi. And he's like, well, why would I do that? And he's like, well, I just told you why. I've got these girls that are new. They're going to last a long time. They're going to bring in different clientele. Oh, that was the other thing, is the guys were old. So it looks like he's attracting only old clientele, right?
There was some young guys there, though.
Yeah, but those are the ones that had like the mismatched numbers. Yeah. And he's like, you're going to give me your best up-and-coming talent for Nozomi? He's like, well, I need the infusion now. You need it a year from now. So he's like, okay, we'll do it. We'll do this deal. And I'm thinking, like, they can do that? Like, imagine you came to work one day and they were like, Mikey T, you work for Shaw now. We traded you.
Yeah.
We got 3 for you. Good deal on us, right? I was like, they can just do that?
They can just do that, I guess.
So, I mean, it is Japan. They do have some backwards...
It's different over there
ideas
for sure.
about stuff. So maybe that's the way they could do it, but that was very weird to me. Anyways, so they're going to work out the deal for Nozomi to work at the Grand.
Yep.
But then we see some things like after, Majima does this, he goes and has a smoke on the roof, and there's like a bum coming down the road, and you're kind of like, who's this bum? Because he's like looking at the bum, and the bum's looking at him, and you're like, what's the deal with the bum? Like,
Yeah, that was when he was still at the Grand.
Yeah.
The bum came by.
Eventually, at the end of the chapter, after he's done everything, and he goes to his fucking dump that he lives in.
Yep.
Every dollar he makes goes to the Yakuza because he wants to become a Yakuza again.
Yeah.
He's in a dump like nothing. He's got rags on. He sleeps on a pile of dirty rags, man. Like he's got nothing. But he starts smoking. He looks out the window, and across the way there's a guy looking at him. And across over here there's another guy, and a boat drives by, and another guy's looking at him. And I'm like, okay, are these guys real, or is he just like crazy? But then the way he talks is like, oh, these are the Yakuza watching him to let him know that they know that he's stuck in his gilded cage doing this management for them, basically.
Yeah, they gotta make sure he's doing the right thing,
or he doesn't split or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, wow, that sucks for him, dude. But I enjoyed the story a lot in this chapter. Yeah. I'm excited to see where it's gonna go. I mean, I've seen the next chapter, but I don't really remember it because I played like through chapter 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, wow, okay, all right, okay. And I know one of the big things with this game, too, we're going to learn out this, in the further ahead Yakuza games, Kiryu has a iconic white suit he wears all the time. Mm-hmm. This game shows how he acquired it.
Ooh,
that was one of the big mysteries of what they were showing off in this game. But yeah, I liked it a lot. The story is just very interesting, because it's got the twists and turns, and you're like, oh, this Majima really is dedicated to his job as the manager of the Grand Carver. It's like, oh, he doesn't want to do this. He has to do this.
Yeah.
He is all suave and shit, but it's like not because he would ever be doing this if he had the choice, you know? So.
Haven't seen one of those weird cutscenes from the first chapter where it's like super high quality, but nobody's mouths move when they talk.
Oh, yeah.
That was so weird, and they haven't done that again yet.
Those were like the comic book scenes almost, where it's just like, why did they do that? Were those flashbacks, maybe?
No, that was like right at the start where he's like, when Kiryu's getting the money from the dude.
Yeah, but and
it was like no mouth movement.
We never controlled him up to that point, though.
No.
So maybe it was technically a flashback?
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Could have been just an artistic choice just to start off the game and give it some stylized intro or whatever.
It's just weird that the quality of the cutscenes are still that high, but they haven't done that style of cutscene again.
Yeah. Yeah. You can still tell when they make a character. They create a character or when it's scanned. Because you look at Majima and you're just like, that's not a real person. But then you look at some of the other ones and you're like, wow, that's a real guy.
Yeah.
There was the girl that was at the nightclub, the Odyssey that you talked to. I can't remember her name, A or something like that. I can't remember. I think it was her. She was a real girl because later in the chapter, I'm like, oh, I found her on a phone card. So I went into the phone card and I watched 3 erotic videos.
Oh,
they're just nuts. They're so like not erotic, dude.
I haven't found enough phone cards.
Well, you have at least one unlocked now because you did the question at the quest at the cabaret. So that one is unlocked.
Oh,
that video is unlocked.
Because I went there and I haven't been able to watch.
Did you go before or after?
I think I went after.
Oh, okay.
I think I went after when I was going back to the thing. I'll have to check again. Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, when you're Kiryu and you do the quests for the dominatrix, then you definitely unlock it.
Yeah.
Maybe you have to do that.
I haven't done that quest.
Maybe you have to do that. But I can't remember any side missions that I really did as Majima here.
I did none.
I was running around a lot and looking for cards. Like I went every fucking where looking for cards and stuff. And I was confused about the one mission that I did. That was Kiryu, not Majima. Oh, no, I did. No, wait. No, I can't think of any that I did. I guess it would be like the first chapter where you play as Kiryu. There was no side missions.
Yeah.
It was like chapter 2.
There were side missions for Majima, though. I started a couple.
Like, which ones did you start? Maybe I did them and I don't remember.
I don't know. There was one where some dude's like just passed out on the ground. You're like, hey, man.
Oh, yeah. And you have to take him across the bridge?
I don't know. I didn't do it.
That was Majima?
That's Majima.
He was wearing the stanchion.
Maybe. I don't know.
Which is the stadium jacket. Or the stanchion. Stadium jumper. And he had a picture on his back of a tiger that said, like, why don't you fight me or something like that? And he's like, I just really want to walk across the bridge in style. Can you defend me? And that was with Majima, eh? Okay, I did do that one. I beat the shit out of those guys on the bridge, but man, there was a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I had to get out the bat, go to town, you know?
I always get out the bat now.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why would I even brawl when I got a bat?
Yeah. I laid the smackdown on those guys.
I also found that, the controls being as they are, if I don't lock in, then I heat seek, just like the NPCs do.
Oh.
Whereas I'll start a move on a guy, and if he goes around a corner, I'll follow him around the corner, like in the air. Just,
yeah. Nice.
Some Harry Potter crap.
I like that. Yeah, there were a couple. I don't remember what the... Oh, I saw... Yeah, I did. I think... No, was that Majima again? I saw the one where there's the cult. They have to get the girl out of the cult. Because I remember doing that where they're like... And they're doing these like weird hand motions in the cult and stuff like that. But I can't remember if that was Kiryu or Majima.
Huh.
So, yeah, I'm excited to play some more.
Yeah.
I want to see where it's going.
Yeah, I really like the storyline. I really hate how it controls, but I like the storyline.
The controls don't bother me, so...
Yeah, I just not.
But like, it's like a 3D brawler. That's how they all control.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the camera control really throws me off.
Oh yeah, the camera sucks balls, but whatever.
And the whole like line across the center of the screen, like it's tearing, but it's not.
Oh well, that's something about your setup or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't have that on Xbox at all.
No.
Are you playing on Steam Deck? No, you're not.
No, I'm playing on.
There's got to be
4K.
something that you've got to drop down the resolution, man.
I tried. I dropped down the resolution. I tried. Like if I drop the frame rate, it just screws right up. Like it goes to half the screen, like not vertically. Horizontally, it's like half the screen. I'm like, no, vertically, it's half the screen and it's all blue. And I'm like, why is this like this now? That's weird.
That's weird.
It's so weird.
I don't know what to say. I haven't had any problems. So. Anyways.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's going to bring us to the end of this episode of the Streamvoid Podcast.
Thank you.
If you liked listening to what you're listening to right now, or watching for that matter, you can head on over to Streamvoid. Patreon.com/Streamvoid Pod. I was gonna say you can head on over and leave a comment and like and subscribe and whatever.
You can do that too.
You can do that too.
Yeah.
And share us with a friend.
Yeah, do that one.
Yeah. Tell all your friends that we're dope. Unless you already have told all your friends.
Or you don't have any
and
friends.
You already have.
Don't have any friends.
You don't have any friends, yes.
Yeah.
Then shout us out at the top of a roof. Just go up there and shout out. Watch Streamvoid Pod.
You know what I saw on the way home from work the other day? On one of the like sort of polls or whatever, there was a picture and it said like, I don't remember what it was called, but it said like Jen and Tim chat, and it had a like QR code, and it was like, listen to our podcast.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's very weird. I was like, is that something? And I was like, nah, I mean,
let's make some posters.
What do you, that doesn't, I don't know. Dude. Didn't seem worthwhile to me, really.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of work.
I mean, I guess if the podcast was about the town, maybe that would make sense.
Yeah.
But if it's just them talking about The Mandalorian, who wants to hear that?
Nah, nobody wants to hear that. All right, we will see you guys again in 1 week's time.
Yeah, goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, I saw that and I was just like, oh, that's a good idea. And then I was like, no, not really. Not really a good idea. So, anyways. It's a little chilly. Yeah. Let me see here. Oh, no, I don't want to look at the side stories from Majima. Then it'll end up being, I'll know what's coming up. So I don't want to do that. Looks pretty good.
It is only 720. But that's okay.
That's okay. I'll upscale it to 2K. I guess not upscale it, but I'll render it at 2K. Is that considered upscaling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe? No.
No? Oh.
I don't think so.
Okay, fine. Yeah, they always go 2K on YouTube.
2K2.
It'll look fine, I'm sure.
I would imagine it will.
Yep.
All right.
What's the plans for the rest of the day?
I gotta go shopping. Gotta go get some caster wheels. Gotta get the tent on top of the thing.
Ah, fun day.
And then, gotta go get some food shopping done.
Oh yeah. Should I do that? Yeah, maybe. I was thinking as well on my way over here. Have you ever thought about this as something to do for YouTube? It's not as fun as normal. In fact, it's the opposite of fun. Probably a downer. But if you don't want to talk about it, it's okay too. But I think you once said that your dad was in internment camp.
Yes.
Have you ever considered like sitting him down and just recording it, asking him questions about his time in the internment camp? What he can remember?
Not really, because he was born there.
Oh, so he doesn't remember.
No, he
anything.
wouldn't remember it.
Oh, okay.
And it's like when he went back to Japan, he was still a baby.
Okay. Fair enough. So I was like, that'd be very interesting to see.
Yeah.
Especially from a local standpoint. You
Yeah.
know, like what was it like doing it wherever they did it here? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know where they did it. So.
Cranbrook.
Oh, it was Cranbrook.
Yeah.
Wow, crazy. Right in the mountains. Can't escape them.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
as far inland as you could go.
Crazy.
While still being in BC.
Yeah, but not going across. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very interesting. He was born there. What a place to be born.
Yeah. 43.
Unbelievable.
So he was like 1.5 or 2 when he went back.
Crazy, dude. So crazy. And his parents stayed over there? Did they ever come back?
No. My grandpa was a real dickbag.
Oh, yeah?
And so my grandma took all the kids and brought them back to Canada.
Oh, crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Grandpa stayed there with his floozies.
Oh, floozies. Of course. Of course. Love the floozies. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. I don't have anything that interesting in my family history.
No?
It's like, wow, what happened? Yeah, we did some farming. What happened during the war? Yeah, we did some farming.
It's just farming.
Yeah, basically.
Bunch of farmers over here, right?
Exactly. Very crazy. I want a taco.
Taco?
Yeah, I might stop at the old Frog and see if there's a lineup or something.
There's always a lineup.
I don't know.
It's 2 o'clock.
It's 2 o'clock.
So it might be okay.
Might be all right.
Probably have some noodles.
Ah, nudes.
Call back all these people who were calling.
Yeah. Jeez, your phone was off. Your phone was out of order today, dude.
Yeah.
It was like
I know.
Getting
4
ready.
calls.
Crazy. Are
I'm
you hungry?
Stomach's just going.
That's for sure.
Oh, Austin is typing.
Oh, wow. He's sending you a message right now.
Maybe.
Cool beans. Well, we should figure out what show we're going to watch. I don't know. I didn't see There's no Marvel show. There's no Disney show.
No, there's not really.
Nothing's
not
really
much.
premiering. I don't know of anything. I looked through the coming soon to Netflix, and nothing really jumped out at me. I mean, there's a few shows on Netflix that I could rewatch that I thought were really good. Like, I don't know if you've ever watched Midnight Mass. Ooh,
Nope.
So good.
Sure haven't.
So good. It's from, what's his name that did, like, The Haunting of Hill House?
Oh, that's up your alley for sure.
It's up your alley, too.
I don't know if it's up my alley.
Why wouldn't it be up your alley?
I don't know. Why wouldn't it?
You like horrific things.
I am a fan sometimes, yes.
Okay.
My work is horrific enough.
It's a different kind of horror, though. It's like of the unknown, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways, maybe I'll take a tour and see if we can spot something that makes sense.
Yeah, sounds good.
Or maybe it's a movie or something, too. It doesn't have to be a series.
That's true.
But I don't want to watch a Marvel movie.
I mean, the only ones that are coming out are Secret War and...
Yeah, when's Secret War?
It hasn't even hit theaters yet, so...
Well, Secret War's a series, dude.
Secret Invasion?
Oh, yeah. Is that
Secret
what it
Invasion.
is?
Yeah, it's the Nicholas J. Fury one.
Yeah, that's a series, not a movie.
No, I think it's a movie.
I think you're wrong.
I don't know. Maybe you're right. I can't remember.
I think I'm right.
I only watched the one preview, and I'm not entirely sure what it is.
Let's type it in. Secret Invasion.
Yeah,
Television
I
miniseries. There you go. Does it say how many episodes it is? First episode date, June 21st.
Oh, so yeah, that'll be one, but that's, it's a little ways off.
Wow, Colby Smulders is in it.
Colby Smulders.
She's Canadian.
You should watch the first episode of The Kardashians.
No.
No, you don't want to talk about it?
No, God, absolutely. I refuse.
There's only 10 episodes.
I refuse.
Only 40 minutes each.
I refuse, dude. Absolutely refuse.
That's too bad.
You don't want to watch that.
No, but it'd be funny.
No, it wouldn't be funny. It'd be infuriating.
It'd be tragic.
There's only 2 episodes listed so far, but that's because they're not... Oh, it says the series will consist of 6 episodes directed by Ali Selim. So there you go.
First season of Future Man.
Pockets. Welcome in. We're just getting ready to shut her down. But thanks for stopping by.
Shutting her down. 100% shutting her down.
How are you, Pockets? Did you start streaming at like 4 a.m. today?
Classic. Classic.
I've been here a while. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. I was listening. Oh, thank you. I woke up and it said she started streaming, and I was like, it was like 4 a.m. there or something.
We should watch the Rodman for Better or Worse documentary.
No. 1 a.m. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's crazy.
We should watch Nature Boy.
Ric Flair?
Ric Flair documentary.
That's more interesting. That's more interesting. What's the weather like? Is it fall over there now? An alarm went off in my neighborhood. I hate when that happens. Cold twice?
I got it. We should watch Ewoks, The Battle for Endor.
I woke up and couldn't sleep. I hate that. Like the movie?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Huh.
It's got Wicked in it.
Yeah.
Pockets, we're trying to decide what show to watch for the video or the podcast. We just finished The Mandalorian to universal praise. And we're trying to figure out what the next thing to watch is. I suggested Twin Peaks, but I was poo-pooed. Unfortunately.
You technically poo-pooed yourself on that.
I could tell from your lack of reaction when I said it. It was poo-pooed. And the next Star Wars show doesn't start till August, and Secret Invasion doesn't start till June. Twin Peaks is just so bad. Fake news. No. The second half of season 2, yes, very bad.
All right, what about
Chip
and Dale's
Rescue Rangers? The cartoon?
No, the movie.
No, I don't want to talk about that.
Wait.
Can I help?
Oh, there's only one season.
Yeah. What can you recommend something? Try the Beachcombers. So, we talked about doing a show a while ago. Marianne on Netflix. Okay, I'll check it out. The dub is good. Hold on. It's not an anime, is it? It's French. We've had bad luck with French. We had bad luck with French shows. Like Astounding. Okay. We watched one that started off
super good,
and then it was so bad at the end. But we talked about that, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the name, but I did say I sent you a name idea. Do you remember that? And we were like, this name is incredible for a podcast.
I don't remember.
Let me see if I can find it. I sent it to you on Discord. How do I search this? How do I search on Discord? Here we go. Wait, I can't do it. Such a hidden gem, wild plot. Okay, what would you compare it to? Like, you know what I was thinking, Michael T?
What's that?
FYI. I was like, oh, I know which one Michael T would really like, probably, because he was always begging for someone to watch it. Do you know what movie or show I was thinking of?
What's that?
A few years ago, you were always like, I need someone that watches this show so I can talk to him about it.
Oh, yep. I know that show.
What show is it?
That is Dark.
Yes, it is Dark. Oh yeah, are you still on that green shit?
Yeah.
And is it working?
Yeah.
Maybe I should do that.
Oh man, yeah, I still haven't watched the last season of this.
Yeah.
I'd watch
Haunting
I'd
of
rewatch
House,
Dark again.
Haunting of
sure.
Hill House. That's the closest series I can think of. I just said that to Michael T. Haunting of Hill House, and he poo-pooed it.
I believe you self-poo-pooed that one as well.
No. I did not. I did not do that. Oh, I wish I could remember. Okay, this has got to be it. No, that's not it. Oh. Is this the name? This is not as good as I thought it was. Wow, in my brain, this name was incredible. But now that I look at it, it's fine, but it's not that good. It was all about different kinds of ghosts. There are beautiful series with full plots, and they're so well shot. Oh, you're talking about Haunting of Hill House. Pockets, though. I don't know if we talked about this. The Haunting of Hill... What was it? It was Haunting of Hill House, and then Haunting of... There was the second one. I can't remember. But the first one, Bly Manor, the first one had some of... There's one episode that had some of the worst acting I've ever seen on a TV series, ever. And then I was kind of like, this was so bad. Like, how did she... It was only one episode, and I was like, this was very bad acting. How did she get this job? And then I looked, and it's like, oh, she's like married to the director. But the acting was so bad. Do you know what scene I'm talking about, Pockets? I'll tell you what it is. Who? So this scene was when, I can't remember their names, but the sister is driving with someone. I can't remember who. But she pulls over to the side of the road and she has like a breakdown and she's crying. And her crying and everything in that scene was some of the worst acting I've ever seen. You know, oh. I see O in the chat. She knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, but I mean, she was like an icy character. But that acting was so bad. She doesn't like feel. But she was... yes, okay, but it wasn't like... She wasn't acting like that was her pretending to cry in the show. She was just bad at it. It was the girl, I don't know, Chief? No. No. It was the girl that was in the movie Hush. I don't know, maybe we're thinking about the different character. Are you thinking about the girl that was in The Haunting of Bly Manor? Like the one, she was ghostly? Anyways, I would say revisit that scene with her crying. It's very bad. I remember saying the same thing to a friend where I was like, she's like, I'm watching this. I'm like, oh, what episode are you on? And she's like, in that scene, she had come off being dead inside because of her sister, and she was like emotionally lost. She wasn't crying. She was expressing and like empty. Okay. I remember that scene, and my friend was watching it, and I was like, oh, what episode are you on? And they're like, whatever. I don't know what episode it was on, 7 or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I can't wait for you to watch episode 7. And she's like, why? I'm like, you'll know why. You'll know why. I didn't say anything else. I was just like, you'll know why, and we'll talk about it. And then she came and talked to me about it later, and she's like, wow, that crying scene. I was like, yeah, I know.
All right, let's watch A League of Their Own, season 1.
No. What are you going to talk about? The jokes they say?
I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about all the crying in baseball.
There's no crying in baseball. So that's the second A League of Their Own show.
Is it?
Because there was another one in the 90s where I remember, because one of the jokes was they talk to the manager guy and he says a joke, something like, I love the guy. And they're kind of like, he's like, no, not the way you're saying. I want to sleep with him. So, anyways.
What about The Wheel of Time?
Oh, God, so bad.
Oh, you've already watched it.
I couldn't even finish it. It was so bad. And it's probably because I read the book. Mm-hmm. But, it's so bad. It's worse than The Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, whatever the fuck it's called. So bad. It'd be nice if there's a new season of The Boys. That'd be a good one.
I mean, it's supposed to be coming, isn't it?
Yeah, they filmed it. Yeah. It's filming, whatever. I'll check out Marianne, though. I'll see what it's all about. I'm not familiar with it.
Well, we can't. There's nowhere to watch Beachcombers.
Oh, it's got to be on CBC's website. Marianne TV show. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, a lot of French people on it. Yep. When a famous horror writer goes back to her hometown, she finds out that the evil spirit that plagues her dreams is also there in real life. Sounds pretty good to me. Mikey T was poo-pooing the horror, though. Unless it's a TV series of I can't think. High Tension. I watched the remake of High Tension. Not too good. It was okay.
Yeah, there we go.
It was okay.
Wait, can I not watch all the episodes of Beachcombers?
Probably not. There's like 30 seasons, dude.
I just want to watch season 1.
Relic?
The following program is presented as originally created. Please be advised that it contains language, attitudes, and cultural depictions
that was the thing in Rabid too.
And disturbing.
That was the thing in Rabid too. They go to the police station, and this takes place in Ontario, and of course they have 2 native guys that are doing their alcohol tests to see if they're drunk. And then the guy's credited as drunk Indian number 1. Oh, yeah, I can't imagine what the early episodes of Beachcombers are like.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, I never thought of that. That's crazy.
They don't even list Graham Greene in the opening credits. No Graham Greene. Maybe Graham Greene's not in the first season?
Excuse me. I don't know. I watched a terrible movie where he is, he's like a general in the U.S. Army and they're fighting like dinosaurs or something. Oh, so bad. It was on like Riff Tracks. So bad, dude. But I was like, oh, there he is. Just terrible. Alrighty. Well, what's for lunching today?
I don't know. I'll probably have some Meatballs.
I'm trying to get some tacos in me, I think. As long as there's no lineup.
Is that an exceedingly young Graham Greene?
Could be. It's a long time ago, dude. Like, how old's the show? Like, the first episode's probably 50 years old.
1975.
Yeah, I was going to say.
That's not Graham Greene. You mean the actual Graham Greene.
Wait, there's nothing coming on HBO? Like The Walking Dead Season 2? Oh, excuse me.
Don't autocorrect. Thank you. Oh yeah, that's a young Graham Greene. He was born in 52.
Crazy.
So he was probably 20-something in that first episode of Beachcombers. Oh, is that him though? It could be. Oh my god, they got this super dope ending credit helicopter flyover of some logs.
Oh, the
like
log
that
drivers?
must have cost so much money.
They're doing the log drivers?
Yeah.
Log drivers waltz? Apparently they're adding Clone High to HBO Max. Did you ever watch Clone High?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I did. Makeover. Yeah, it was a good one.
Let's scroll all the way back. Oh.
Okay, well, I'll watch Marianne's trailer, see what I think. Mikey T's not into it. Not enough explosions.
Oh, it's got to be explosions. There's got to be explosions.
History of the World Part 2. I don't know if that'll work either. Could work.
It could. It might not, though.
Oh yeah, this show. I don't know. It's a TV series. Yeah. I don't know. I find that talking about like a comedy thing just ends up being like, remember this funny scene?
Yeah, comedy thing's it's just not gonna work.
I just don't really. I don't know, dude.
It's got to be something.
I would probably enjoy it, but it's not something I could be more like. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about a comedy thing.
Not really.
It would be, and you'd watch it and enjoy it, but I don't think it'd be very.
Yeah, to just be like, sure, remember this joke? Remember that joke? Remember that funny thing?
Remember when he did this?
Yeah.
It'd have to be something. We have to watch something like Twin Peaks or or Better Call Saul or something like that.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that. I see enough clips of it on TikTok. They're always TikToking me fucking Better Call Saul clips.
TikToking. No,
I get that it's a good show.
Now they're going to serve you more because more TikToking.
History's Greatest Heists. Yeah, I mean, it could be interesting, but I don't know. Just talking about a real thing. I don't know. I can't really be like, why did they do? I guess I could say like, why did they do it this way? They're so dumb, but it's a little different when it's a show. When it's like, why did the writer write this so stupidly? So,
yeah, with like real stuff, it'd be more akin to like a history podcast.
Yeah,
the light and fluffiness that this podcast is.
Yeah. Exactly. We'll think about it. We'll let you know when we know.
Yes.
But I think it's taco time.
It is taco time.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye, everybody. I love you.